I have a lot of friends in NDC. Makachiro say, Munko Kabi. Na Utra ho say, Sabi, I desire about to ya media men to aba. Ujana obi kono ko to abana enye papa. Ni obaba bedi so no, obedi uso. And then we can have them because, like it or not, NDC is a major political party. Ghana will be bedi watem. Ghana had 3 political parties: NPP, NDC, and the rest. What you say? All the rest is just one. Oh, now Nkrumah is in 6 political parties. Yeah, 2 about when you say less than 1%. Are we serious? And media may expect NDC for let's resolve those differences. No munko IPAC near how will be no munko. Now, baby or her district capital no ufi etre ekotre enya kwanketwa. There are some areas in Oti region and Volta regional. Oh, called district capital. This is a you. And this is a wunisika. Oh, go for pantu ni one nobody you. Oh dear, young come quachri. Oh free Krobi a fan mrewa. Ewa bibiani district. Bibiani amiasu be kwai. Oh free mrewa ebesi asamin so ebefa ka be call bibiani and back no. One more kakura 60 Ghana cedis.
For 6 years now, can or yeah mate or the boss he has been loyal to the boss. The boss is one or yeah.
Canada Japan assistant minister be one home idea, Mary Safono. What a kind
hold on, money explaining.
Was you a lawyer to the president? It will be a lawyer to Mr. President today. Take out Casachana Pobeti. 80 so I've been Pabia, 7 previous and so by president here. What about Guama Ghana Apostle? I then associate now. Who farm work papa now we are lawyer to him, no farm Ghana, Emma like Yahoo try excellently.
No. Or you're loyal to Ghana and Ghana president is Nanado. Or you're loyal to Ghana. Ghana's president is Nanado.
Mobile lawyer to Nanado, Sana Mokai, mobile as West. Mose Mahmoud Baumia, why lawyer to Nanado, NPP, why a member, why NPP member, and yes, Nanado, NPP and bona fide property. It is a way a lawyer to Nanado, they are. Let's say Pedro NPP, as I was saying. Debbie, what's Nanado, Mananado might be enough fire, but Ghana, the other day, I NPP, no dear. You remember all my breath, all my from. Now, what a human winning dear. Now, what's Emma Ghana? No, bet me Emma Ghana, I found to a perfra because I was maybe the boy Ghana there. Okay, and I say, what the boy, Mr. President, because we are loyal to him. So I said, it is not my way now. Now, I said, and I will Ghana for. I said, and I will NPP delegates. I say, the more I'll bet in the
2013.
President
Akufo-Addo returning idiot.
Sir, as Gracia, and
yes,
or no, or better also a man for or no, so Bessie Namenoka say, as Gracia, almost Famano.
What you true for? What you true for? What you true for? What you true for? What you true for?
Oh, I hope so. My patron, Mummy, funny dear,
Mahama JS Gracia. What JS Gracia?
Where's your evidence? Because
the evidence in here. The evidence in here. Evidence in here. Ebra S Gracia no buy no. Akufo-Addo eke pen ne paper. Etro koko ma controller. E the check ne ka ho say. What they want mine. Vice President say the same thing. President Akufo-Addo efa yi throw letter. E the command controller say, e the check ka ho say. Es Gracia no mo tuama no, or the ma or mine no back. Vice President, the same thing. First Lady, the same thing. Second Lady, the same thing. Yeka se do Mahama mfa de mra was what dey wie. What dey papa.
Kojo sikano we
the evidence that President
Mahama so what dey wie. What dey wie.
Mission. One letter be return sikano.
You're taking one after the other. Where is the evidence that shows that President Mahama JS Gracia? In any case, what I'm a patch. I got a man and my cry say, was it? You try. What is the point? He says, simple also watching. And in the future.
But I go one kasa waje. I just say, returning and say talk we after the journey dey no returning, obe returning.
Me say,
but
even if he has collected a Ghana Mrana Mahokwan, and you see president at the end. I don't think you're so by a president and was a year Jumano. So as I make an say, I state in the
mama. 1 year Gasha, he will survive. Onyeni patwa.
Of course.
The point the entire issue is a kojo. Or see a cancellor. And another according to Hono. People think
President Mahama and
Onyeni packet to anybody was saying high almost. Anybody was saying what is Joe Sabon? Onyeni packet to and
then you see.
Mahama ka say sika no wadi awie okofa free wo mo bisa no wasi wadi awie okofa free ada ko jodan ba na oni groma
MP no President Mahama has been lady busa say oye MP no OGB ana oye MP no OGB ana very good oye VP since when we realize who say
are you saying Mama MP no GB and Canada Japan so GB as MP?
Of course.
Good evening. Just you made live on OK 101.7 FM and I was on live on your partner radio stations across Ghana, baby. You're live. Your shippers Abeka Junction. That's why media abrosan kesi no emu. But they are live as well. Me got 2 FM. Ewo kukren 2 mini. Our live or High Live Radio, DC, DMV. Your live or Kings Jersey Radio. Ewo New Jersey, America broach. Memoni our live also. Ewo Naspa Radio. Ewo UK. Your live also. Ewo Adam for Media or Belgium. Any Paris, France. Your family Vim Lady Fia Pokia or Man Ghana. And once them and then they won't their politicians. I ne do one more year. We chifan a bonu we chifan a bonu we chifan a bo. And they have a kind of issues in baby. Say, oh, my no, yes, some or mine, or mine else to me, Anna. Busa, who say, oh, yeah, Ganino. Dear partner, Wunya, ever or mine. But let me show you, say, before anything, crack, election about 2024 elections. Research on my old Legon Chesa, Mahama, Olidi, Baomia, Olidi, a candidate, Olidi MPP in general. What I say, Mahama, Olidi MPP for in general, 3%. That is what the research is saying. On by 2 other research and Sana 2024 elections not drew. And better because you see earlier last year Mahama lead MPP 4 by 9%. This year Mahama vote no so about 3%, but still Mahama lead MPP 4. And a year party full soldier. This is the time also yeah. Me put the year no hami bebre politics in the better. Yep, politics the leaders on best of Ghana problem. I think I wonder what's here in a may identical. Mrantiani Maba when you're Jumanye and a video be a boys be a or TikTok or CBB Bassa. A Jumani ho, I bassa, Oko cancel, yes, he say. Ghana Pau Benya Juma, Ubenya Bibia a disawunimobi. What kind of country is this? And then Madame will be Casse. You share a coin or a year friend say, or Saji Fupodi or you're quite cheap. Motorway or Saji Fujai. Motorway now expire. A 50 years. Just say, a bro said, they are leaders after Nkrumah. Obey the one of ma. Wait to me about the yes, would your motorway no cry ye. Ah, I didn't wiki. Would your president go for anyone here, President go for your my. What will Porto anyone so? What's a amount to say leaders a coin of money and money are broke. Then amount to say and name leaders not air ban or me a ban. Chain first leaders no. First leaders no cry okay. Because she coin or side for to me a coin I don't me bridge or side for no me 1950. I don't me bridge. Basin neck I don't me bridge is 7 how many generations after Nkrumah? She akoso mo roadi Rollins na yo. Jama akuse ho baby na me wo se porto kitu eno kwa nya porto e dent and amem kakra but akuse road ya Rollins here the road is still solid and no dey asphalt papa kwa kan no ho road ya Rollins here yo akuse mo road the road is still there solid check Rollins anim ho one time we Rollins here construction bi e wo be na e fra honom Sankara ne akwaje interchange There were GBC anymore. No, sign touching Rollins address no more. They see Boom Junction. The Coco see 37 still quite solid. Rollins the crowd who call. The road is still serving Ghana. The road is there. Chene road and say almost asphalt. 2 days next what to do. Into wow, Jim was saying penny for Jenny. On Maya, you produce more lawyers and engineers. We produce more lawyers. Yeah, your country now, your Maya, your brothel, any whom you know. It's you to cry, we are. Yan some farm wow, mine. Obia an engineer, Obia and law, Obia and physics, Obia and chemistry, Obia and doctor, no person, the bow minor crack a bro. You best not 20 panoso. Near to 20 penny, we are 2 no. Okay, I said, Brofony, the Bay Juma. Oh, minor. I just think Ghana, you need him before. Yeah, when him before, but the politicians will never use them. And then because Oba, I was so Oba like in the boot. Okay, send the ass. And sign a one more Juma. O cannot correct any part on Pell Ghana. Politicians in Penocre. Omo meo nana. Nana yanko nana. And then yo nana the own artist or see a dear yo a unabo brimney a bomb titles. Them pelly desa. Ombema criticism. As to me omo. No my message classic example near road. And then a road and Kroma Yema yen. And then a road that a Rollins Baye. Mama example Kosomo Road. Boom Junction Road 37 Aqua Jane 13. Rollins there still a kind of poto bieni so. Kufodi Obayema N1 poto bieni kind so. And so when Udia a hypocrisy the Odia Famaki baby. Famaki baby and a man bear 5 years. I read a quantity bed. Like my road, your muye, Udia Confasson away. A brony bay or Maya. Yeah, some a bro at your money. At the end of my scholarship secretariat, Mamma Crawford scholarship class on Munkotana, and Goshiadia Wabruchi. China for India for a common Ghana for echo. Only Ghana for one level. India for to me more Moncola scholarship because you are IT and the India take you over America, Silicon Valley. They Google no idea India for net so Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, go India for and the Jumano Modano, the technical people. Busansa Ghana honey ye produce. Oil and gas here Ghana ye crano. Yen to win Jim Boss say, yes, we are producing technical oil and gas people. There be a brofo oil and gas for ye produce. Yen produce technical to the extent say marine welders, or more welders, or more welding ones you see. Yakofa free Togo near the Omaba Ghana. And the POP construction industry, POP cry for Mufi Bokin a Togo ni Benin. Yakofa POP or mom ye POP or them but Togo ni Benin. It's a country of a bro. Yam planning for money that. And I'm not telling my bow as soon as Trenti. Omunya huno trek rentino. Omu diechre and almost singing slogans. The question is 2024 a critical election. Why ye benya no send leader over case ye be bibi e jam mechi ma me say motorway crowd and me say yenye potholes no. Pothole no cry na the beauty me. Asphalt no kwadi at time no. Me say motorway and kasa credit a disgrace here. Look at the number of doctors, nurses, market women. Me na for no ni omo ton ade okwase adwa so fa motorway na kum omo. Ye nye motorway ni ye. Abro ye discam obi say won koye motorway no kra ye the bear politics. And look at yourself. Between NDC and NPP, we have been politicizing motorway. Shekumasi Accra Kumasi Road. And ni padudu kum omo. And perform my minimum papa no more fanum. So Accra Kumasi. Dear President Kufo started your class say, oh, you dual carriage crab seen yen to win your Accra Kumasi no properly. Yen to win yet Accra Kumasi dual. Na ya Kumasi kosi paga dual. It's a nature of mine. Just say, I'll brown those on mine him. On mine number 1 producer of gold. Accra Kumasi crying dual. Na better to me, Messi Odia call Holland, Amsterdam, Oko Amsterdam, Holland, or my go the Amsterdam. And I say Belgium, Omo capital, And I say via France, and I Germany. Omo be beat Europeans no. That is how they be near America. Ebi ni EFS UK grounds. Omo tram services. UK phone or tube near the tube ni trains. But Oko Germany, ne France, ne Belgium, ne Holland especially. Omo tram, Missy Gamma. Just say, yeah, so I brought me see. no ka who use bibi foforo ka kwan na ya dada na no wo kwan na dida ntem no a ideal nka o se di dua flowers no sa kwan na dida ntem na ye to be the small rail line eno kwa anye rail papa bia o me the fa ntem no mo the electrical cables egusro no mo the tram services simple tram yenye free ever say Accra Central enkosi Kaswa kosi East Legon kosi first La Paz be see a circle what yenye no any 37 yenye no within the central part of Accra yenye simple tram transportation system bama traffic kra easy kra abro yenye ya matema bi contract on ko ye road wa wobekwa on SS asphalt no why asphalt full 2 years na tutu a nation of abro. This is Ghana. Yenwene o man ho. Yenwene o man ho. Yen plane abroche for the ma omo de ye different. O ma dwene mo nananom. O mo nananom o mbeba 50 years. O ma dwene mo leader ben ene e benya na obeye sa ma Ghana. Leader ben ene obeye sa. Ti e pese Ghana ko na nima Greek ya na technical na IT na services ya. Nipa na dwene ma ye se ye behia modern farmers. Bare 1,000. Now no Dubai for documentary I make almost is the nation. Oh yeah, no cry ya no. Abanchia awono. Ghana President Kufuor pe na ye bi ma yen. Ya wo na wa ba wiase na kasa abanchia awono. Who go school abanchia. Who ye school na wo ware cry abanchia aware no. Woni sika de beto asase aban ware wie ya na ama wasase. O pesika de esi dan na woni sika aban na sama grant. Ghana scholarship secretary don't say special prosecutors so investigate you mo scholarship cry be ma cry so obi ni obi akoda scholarship ye be ma o ma we ye ku ye homa no is this a nation o person ye sacrifice ye homa o ma we o ma we just say it's so sad the scholarship cry mo obi a scholarship no just say whom you know NDC abe na NDC age MPs no ma jam mo nkofo NPP anu omo so ama omo nkofo iti chasa wa wonni mobi ande wo wakam wo de ji se broni bi ti baabi a no de taxpayers money ama o scholarship what Ghana no now broni ama scholarship o tua eno omo ye PhD ni ade nyina ya mo stipend ko Germany tua 250 2000 2500 emma omo ye PhD ye tua mo ka free Germany UK for tua Ghana for nkola omunye Ghana omunye UK for omutua omuka 3,000 pounds 2,000 pounds just to study PhD we are kokrom a system planning ye oil no ye de ama abrofo ni asa be headline and ye sign contract ye ni abrofo sign contract ni ye de fans and your contract at say Dubai for one sign contract omo de hwan kola no o ma anim nti na wo a from awo kosi say wo kra Dubai ye sie wo free wo a aban no kwatua ayie no aban tua wo oil bi and Dubai for wo we are not planning e yezu e yezane ye de chance ye be planning am o man no goso and o man da ache say that's what we are looking for the quest for a leader obesisa Ghana shebre na aka 2 weeks na people for na call mo primaries no makwa koyi nipa kra oni Mahama ne the other candidates na ekon be ba behia who will it be say Mahama na eba e leadership no de man na no ni bia no de beba ana say e advanced leaders e leadership 101 Mahama upgrading leadership no de breyana because e na no leadership ni bi dia yempe. We want solution-driven leadership. But we want an upgraded leadership. About 50 years. Ghana matra makwe na ye ya bre. Matra makwe ya bre. Education you cry ye free SH cry matra makwe na ye. Anke ye double track. Yet na say anke ye sisi ya. Say ye maybe na do call BBC interview ombusa no. How much will it cost? What is the plan? What is the system? Why in Shisham and Kolan so movie SHS now? University ben on the call. They want to me and university, technical school ben or call, or scholarship ben or ye training do not send my bear doctors, do not send ye training on my bear nurses, do not send ye training on my bear IT, do not send on bear engineers. This is the plan we don't have. Okay, yes, again, we too low. We're Krasini or Casadodo. We don't have a plan. We SHS for phone call. Oh, yeah, no, what plan? Canada, Japan, so beba. We need an upgraded leadership plan. We need a system. And you want to look a system. Baumia so beba system ben baumia berani. That they that now you see the oil saglemi project to papa na wu. That is yesika 200 million na ekoshe saglemu na e fan ashegu ye nya bibia na eko. That no we cannot continue like this. Now ko saglemi project. Won to me nyina ho krase ma me ka kwen from saglemi bakrom. Nti we ka be na be kwa kotena ho. Road be na be kwa kofa so. That's been be na be to ball agum. There was no plan. Saglemi ni yesi no pram echi. If it a one crab pram how many kilometers? Road be na de be fa waba. If you what so gakope road kufo na yes road no e feel ya expand be si ne sa road na de be fa Saglemi so no. It takes average ani o sabute ni madam for it takes an average 4 hours na we do Accra sa road no e na wakosi Saglemi. Is this a plan? It doesn't make sense. By empedi for no monjiri 50 years no, this is what they've done for us. Omu wi anom de abe NDC NPP sika no we he na ahye na ya san start all over bill na de bia Ghana public debt kosoro na Ghana for no so edi akire no ya dwene mwa ye nti ye di akire ye eyezu eyeza. We are back to the same place. Yeah, but back to the same place. What is the plan? What is the plan? Ghana no plan anything. Plan anything. Then o man ya man then yeso ye e di ama o man no. Then ye e di ama o man then o man no so ye di ama yen. It's sad. Say engineer o man nko so ma me nko o man so na me mpedifo ye be choose leaders. Ba o me nkrofo ne ade against Mahama. Which leader na betimi ama Ghana? The solution driven effect no Ghana for ye peno. Na meba ye nua be ma Kofi Tonto ne ye friend say Solomon Cancer ho ba me nua be mai doctor wako doctor for school medical school. Ye ma almost scholarship no ya beto o ma to ye say de o mo ko Guyana. So the Guyana be me na even ye de mo ko ye no.
Like was it the Caribbeans? Like Grenada.
Caribbeans no mo de mo ko ye.
Yeah.
Come on, jam we see one ye say scholarship near the man obi ahwe mo na ma be stranded over a year. Doctor
your basic sciences education no say about twice over clinicals or like US I say into tuition there like honestly they pay that but sir living allowance like feeding allowance I agree with them no some commodity my no na edi be almost 13 months in it. Like any day, my almost so many scam.
It's over 1 year. Any more doctor for na musuya di ababe ko dambai. Tapabu tuasi akok buaje awone ade no. Ye mama mo stipend no. Kakra na mo budget di ane. Edi bi etua mo rent ye fama mo.
Sa pepe.
Scholarship secretariat now was a release says Ghana na Ministry of Finance.
But your scholarship secretariat.
And almost see the entity no mo fa musika na mamo.
You know me a meeting, you know, like American continent and so on. You know me a meeting in June of this year. And this meeting even started from last year, Crampo. And yeah, you know me a meeting. They told us the country is in crisis. Like the country is going through like debt into money sika war. You really see sika ma or more as an organization or as a body to also be able to dispense the money back to us as well. Until they can't assure us, as he said, that for today, and I say. Now, they are home to kind of says, send your message and I say email now, your church, and see much your ma. And with the sister Fenefe, saying, Carlis, when I won't reply. So, Obia, you acknowledge and I will be, we empathize with you.
Obia, Mokra.
I just say
no, baby, I would say now more doctor for Ghana for doctors. I muko musia more clinicals. Be I just come on. Be 2 years more we my full doctors.
Aka almost 1 year.
Oh, let us say my doctor for can say cry.
Yes.
Say no, we are not Ghana. There way there.
We are even willing to come and help, but Nancy yet say like year budget, Said they've not even made accommodations to even absorb workers. Like in Pukwasi no crampo so because they do money so you see a financial statement from the finance secretary, or make a statement and they say even the government in the policies to me absorb public sector near the bay. They say background for money And saying the options that they've given to us is say yempemwa ewa hase, but because they're international students, you know, we are not even eligible to even apply. You're also like going to sign a bond with the government. So who we are also where they might be Atacano. There's an investment in a Ghana board can invest Yahu investment in a Ghana board can invest over yen on next a cost 90. See your corner say a government could sign bond that means agreement and so be enormous or also and so be about the hard.
Exactly.
Oh
my doctors now say 1 year your mom is coming about 20 years. Where then I would did
because it didn't dear yeah so Edding pa Edding but
they say for fun a bobo am na matwa diane di manya baby
sa pepe say bia wonam fufu bia obebeche $10 $20 then so they know they bet and you quite be betimi dey abo we didie mu na edan ka any bills no oh say because book scribe beto ebesua dey cry asem so asem they say you throw topics na mama you throw content na mama but adesua na so we see atena say nya content in question dey no untimi say investment na mo boy ho kana mo boy ho ka to invest in education no untimi boy me untimi get all these available materials here to study you know you feel so asemaba so let's Ghana boka egu no
so sad na me make example be say China for India for omo de omo so call for two kwan kwa brochesa but they consider they help them because omo plan so man 50 years obi anyone mo be ko baby akọhwe nti ene kidney surgeries eya kese complicate ni na mo ye wo India eya plan omo ye mre bi abesenko Ghana je say no omo sa ma mo plan say ebi esika no say 15 months ikwa na edire ye de be hye mu musa omo ma mo any indication
ya mienu mukino o my any indication bia any indication bia say bia and now and so ochna they only told us say they don't know when now omobenyes can on the mind. Living here is very difficult but you maybe example some of us your landladies near or landlords be too omo e be when you buy money I mean no say so because say like omujiji na emu say secretariat near the baby chairs can on this particular date on time so and that day deadline is so na omo me the be NBT deadline to school na be bring up amubi e be did that subway e be that abonting like it's depressing. It's really depressing.
It is by the end of the year, and still amount to come or plan B, be anything that you do. And I'm actually like to come finance minister say, Thomas, may say, Thomas, he say, scholarship for him, maybe or no there, obey me about
yeah, so that's it for the question. We reached out to your school, no, like to also give them a fair idea of what you're also going through. And I'm also started so I'm also be reaching out to Ghana embassies now like these advanced countries, no. Into my address in British Ghana British High Commission, or UK. Until we reached out to them as well. To also cast on so be as a liaison between you and the scholarship secretariat, no. Basically, it's been 3 weeks. Honestly, your UK embassy in this so still. US embassy, your follow-ups are nothing.
Well, you better crime with so near catch a year can for yata. One day Ghana, mine for some for Kuta Ghana, ye budget, ni ye sikani ye BBA, a consolidated account only Kutano, yes, no. And conform mount to me, in drink or for in education. Don't start. We crash yourself from beginning. We didn't have a plan to fund it. We shouldn't have started. It is a one start here. Anya denya asika no mbenye bi atua esgasha wo so munye bitua we we call on finance ministry to make sure say this is paid because for over 1 year and conformant to me make bontis these are the reason why conform baby go school or say me magana bi no akotena baby because obroni no penesis ne doctors into ono wanya ono ahwe kra bet je wo ma wonko it is a way you nipa so say now you are frustrating the person beyond that mama me no say any final thing abeka about especially your leaders here, but then when as a young man, I mean, say you will be a system no be say now we are doctor I some woman. Now you are going through all these problems. What would you tell the leaders? Anyone more about that,
Yeah, thank you for the platform or the amame to like voice out these ordeals that we are going through. And as a matter of fact, I will just plead with our leaders, okay, to be more sensitive to the plights that we are going through here, because it's not easy. Like say you about a foreign land that we need to be also now accommodation, rent issues, and all these things. Now ababe one kasa burden, knowing exactly what say this award was given to brilliant but needy students like us. If you share dollar currency CD exchange, you can pay best $1 CD kakra the other dollar na aye small sikawa say intimate share. It's a straw or some pomacho or sensitive to our plea. Now omombra to because and we also want to give back to our communities in Ghana. So if you're investing this much of amount of money into our education and we are going through all these things, it begs the question as in the reason why, and I said the main motive why you did that huge investment in us, because you go through all these things, then it means you are there. As you make and pass it through all this or more hard, vigorous educational standards now. If you won't become the doctors that you want to ask to become. It's a strong must say macho. Like they should be more sensitive to us now, omombra to your aid, because every time I am very critical macho.
I mean, now I say, oh, why are they? Because Union Bebre, Musro, Ghana, they're so on him. Yeah, breast, but you can't always blame them too much. Victimization, one way, you're victimizing one Macron, to meet them. You have been bold to sacrifice yourself. So, on behalf of Unianum. And yes, finance minister, can offer a baby as long as Ubeneska, S Gratian, you must pay this one. You must pay. Your training for bed doctors is very essential skills, sir. You say Ghana doctors do anything. Baby, frustration, no more. Until the what did it seem to best from Ghana? I was saying a cranny money incentive to stay in Ghana and help us. Into my now say.
That's a problem, lady. I mean, shout for your platform.
You. Into way Ghana for being a boy or more. Omunya can say Ghana for being a yes will be a Jiway, the McDonald's credit, Jiway to whom she rent, Jiway to whom Fabas. Abrochewa, just say, one crowd bread because I broach any pay, do my bear 4 or 5 and son. Omonsa command and you be at your mobiles. So, ain't ya bino, young committee and I can lead that bane or best soon or mine. Say on mine Dutch in ye, the air penny, or man on Koso. Ye was seeing your plan. Until the air was MPP for more Congress or Mukui. Baumia neba, Baumia, or plan a saying. O plan a pan saying. Eh? Send this in Eba Mahama, or plan a pan saying. Can soon Eba can, or plan pan saying. And your casao. And your cat got Cassandia and another Cabia and Yaunsi. And your casa, we need a plan. Say in the next 20 years, you hear IT for do say, you hear technicians who do say, you hear oil and gas for do say, you hear welders do say, you hear agri engineers or more beginning outside the box. Say, you from machine when you cocoa, yet na China for befa Ghana cocoa di. Yet yo, China for befa you cocoa di. Almost China one or more provinces Libya, or more than it is a Ghana. Almost befa Ghana cocoa di ano. Omudie no mutumia ye machine ye de bo cocoa no machine ye de twi cocoa na ba ne free mu separate cocoa aba no from ayi ade na de wo cocoa no no hata sugar wo ma ye machine ye de separate no e mo mo de no ye sugar na cocoa no ma ye machine ye dry no see over why Fernando po time atete kwashi di ayi ba ye wo de ayi bre ye yi o de cocoa bre still ye hata cocoa we wi mo Ghana. Just say, Yentumi Jimmy, what a country! What a country! We are Brantiani Ababawa. You should cry for Mother Ghana. You should cry for Mother Ghana. Tata Kwashidi Coco free Fernando Pobre ye. Besinde, still Yentumi ya machine cry. Yade hata Coco no. Still ya hata Coco no ewiem. Eman kotre. En kotre di huagro. Today, this day and age. Yentumi adding value. Afwa befa ye cocoa ifri ha. Omo ba nso na yeso koli, yeso kire omo. Ye kire omo se ni edua ye cocoa no omo ko no omo ko dua bi. And omo ye machine. Omo machine kra. Omo hata cocoa ni wie in machine no a. Omo san di squeeze cocoa no. No omo yi bata na fri cocoa nim. No omo yi a friend say cocoa na nkasa so afri mu. Hey, yey. Nanu yana eno President Kufuor na wasi edana say cocoa processing company na komo ye na manual extraction of butter no President Kufota no koji loan. E no kra ya tem sa de na President Kufa koji loan. E no de add value na ye wo machine wo cocoa processing. But if you President Kufota time na ye sa machine na e no kra nya machine ye de hata o. E ya machine ye de yam cocoa no na separate cocoa no to cocoa butter be si ne. We haven't been able to do another machine ya. E to me ma cocoa butter na ye different people. Na no cocoa training school honum and omo ye machine ya. Omo de cocoa leke. Na no kwa won say aye no properly. So obia better technology ni chese. O mining ni plan. Your plan and value chain with cocoa value chain and can workers be over 1 million young men and women be near adwuma woman. Your plan and can't nothing may press conference ya ni abrofa sign a contract or mama fire oil. And so what time my oil refinery we cannot even refine Ghana your cocoa your oil no ho. Say tama refinery no kwa guno. Tama refinery your guno. Say China for na besi refinery. Hey, on my way home. Ebe ayenton. Are you serious? It is a leader or big change system no. Any direction now, master, we are doomed for next 20 years. Because party or better 2024 no. Likely says our party corner be say we need 2028 unless something happens. Or be entrenching no. If you need dealing no. When you yazani radu no. We must think about Ghana beyond today. Dubai for what are free? O school are free? O are free? Who ya aban bema wasase? Who to me see aban bema grant adibesi atase no Dubai. And for Dubai for scholarship, emergency scholarship. A friend say America is school, UK school, free aban netua. Oil money no. Yeah, the oil no ya sa the command bro for say momna metu. Who ya for oil no 5 emu 95 for na 5%. Enya bro a. Eto Ghana for no yemfa adwene koso. Yen kofa brofo ne ba se betu oil no. Who ya my emu 5% royalties. Gold my 5% royalty. They can fa. Hey. Na yet hu ye ezu eyeza shiwrado. Seriously. E was here ni empeni for nothing. E kasa. Solo mama ma good evening ni akwaba.
Ya ni afiana unwe.
Me wo ye na so e.
Na me ado.
Yo. Say one who say research on my Dr. Don't say NBC is leading by 3%. My member the video nature.
You read 2021 na January na yakoye survey free urban. Na satam no mamenka say na yura Baumia was leading.
Okay.
You read 2021 mu back akra no. Esa kra yura John Dramani Mahama be leading. In fact, Nera Baumia elidi yura Mahama no well leading it was about 1%. But yura 2021 mu back akra no. Yura John Dramani Mahama be lead yura Baumia by 9% points. Yes, a huge. Yes, and 2021 getting to the end of 2021 no. Yakoye general elections. Around Kayura, John Dramani Mahama be win almost about 1 million na baby. Omudi good anymore. From 2021 na eba no. Na dane. Yako na yura Baumia edikai. Yako na yura Alan. Sorry, yura Mahama. What's I'm say? Ken na Kenyama at that time, but Satem yura Alan Chamartin na wo na Infivano. The odds no name Fivano against Baumia. Yura Baumia tiba from my 2022 national. Yura Papa Mahama the D with 9%. Me kwade me child de krobia what time class be and we tie me because na me kaze our next president is going to be Yura John Dramani Mahama. And so 2022 nu be ko end na enema mu kra Airbus na me visa bi anka. Yura Baumia ebe kofo mo ama Yura Mahama akoforo mo no. Na me say Yura Mahama momu na even though Satem na still a olidi so na apart from I'm say hey na hono so na papa na sha say a wo kasa pa anti na me ka bibi say asa Yura na o sha say wo kasa minim o sha manfo abufu the communicate
enti first so ma membra o so na me tie obiam Dr. Donfesi research in Chesa Mahama is leading by 3%. Although na ko 9% and about 3%. What do you think? You all former as a former NBC national executive why you would do elections at church mu Lidiana?
Yes, if you met ya I wanna a footage one or Obi Mansu. And I was what you were Ghana through OK and other stations across the country. I am quite many because 2024 election is for NDC to lose, rather, because it will take NDC to lose the election, not that NPP will do anything extraordinary. But the last time I catch up, there, systematically, NPP for what you know, also say NDC for in the midst of crisis, they spring surprise. If you're in the 1998, no a changeover. Yeah. Now, Jeronis Olbe ending 8 years in 2000. Anunti MPP ko primaries war sunyane no. Na na Akufo-Addo di nkugo. Na odi nkugo no ni bu fu yi mo oye de ojai. But MPP for 2 minutes kokasai. I'm a belidi President Kofone campaign. I want to do a slogan be there with my check me. Ventria and other issues, other bomb border. Eventually, MPP for Odin Kunim 2000. 2008, by 2007, Nalan Adin Kugo and Kugo no Dian. 1-2 abanemi because first round or yet time and or denka okoto a second round and Confucio ye ma Alan Jai Mananado. Oh, ye no, or Bacase, Yamo Bincho Peso Jai. The MPP once again were able to bring Alan back. But Obio Obashe 2008, I don't there. The MPP won the first round. It took the NDC,
second round, you know, yeah.
It took the NDC with our parliamentary strength to defeat MPP in the second round and third round, which is time. The next changeover season was 2016. MPP was Akawa National Chairman, was Akawa General Secretary, National Vice Samikla, and other regional executives, among others. MPP once again sprung a surprise and won 2016 elections.
So low point in your there. Sisi and Yafane there. Mahama is bleeding kekena. You be a mistake. You should trail them cautiously.
That is what I am telling you. Okay. The issue, the researchers' work is a guide. Now, for the MPP, William Beshon. For the NDC, I'm solo mitri millennium. If I'm the NDC strategist or somebody working closely for power, may review, may approach. Now I watch MPP very closely because the man says something unique about communication. That each time you casa, now you vote near there or perform, and it is called relationship management.
Okay.
It means that when we speak, we relate well with Ghanaians.
That's not they are both sides, so because they are nana donanui or call water cry or coca or ketui, keta a flooding, okay. And some more coca, it looks as if it's a communication. They were both sides. Politicians shed a nim casa, munim casa pie in opposition, but some mobile power. Mun shed a nim casa, but it's a crown at their profit can't just say opposition crown affect NDCDA.
Now, Mamma Cassim John go for him, that is why sometimes you don't unnecessarily take advantage of somebody's slip. Okay. Because they may slip now, Akufo-Addo I am. Yes, you will be. You understand? And sometimes there are some issues now Boduka cabinet because I'm from the so that you don't remind people for them also to call you down. Are you better than A or B? Because we are the political markets. They be American. There, those I have defined politics as interest and authority. Any authority never to secure your interest. But I just show your interest first in opposition. How will you get authority? And sometimes you must manage your interest when you are in opposition and seek the interest of the mass of the people. And for instance, since I share the narrative now, and before what they will concentrate on or how about 2019.
Yeah, COVID no.
Yes. And now we'll concentrate on how about 2021 or yeah, Russia, Ukraine. Now what will come that? No, I could say about one performance prior to that. Say one. If you are meeting NPP on that score, you must also draw NDC strength. Crime ministers in Kobia Warbo, what the dream na dia kana. On our side, the NDC supporters and NPP supporters. But the floating voter is looking up to what you are capable of doing and your track record. What you stand for. You don't need to convince that person with the me in Yama Bebrino. Because the monk of them there, I'm sure I'm probably bit my the same thing. But they want you to demonstrate beyond the normal narrative. Until
NDC what I'm taking from what you're saying there, NDC campaign strategy because it's not enough to criticize government, but you ask for you bring out your alternative. Maybe that's what you're saying.
No, beyond that, no, even your criticism, it should be quality.
Okay.
It should be quality criticisms with alternatives and with actions and values. The ordinary Ghanaian there, you are not just behaving out of sour grapes.
Okay.
And from the professors' research feed, no, I would have loved there NDC stakeholders were more into election 2024. We would say now a factor into our campaign going forward. But I mean the mean there a election research power of the impact on Ghana's election is September next year.
Indeed, this election on yet too much effect. Yeah.
This research, you know, on yet too much effect there because Mama may bounce back.
Okay.
Or something else, depending on the MPP's post-presidential primaries event. Now, what about one presidential primaries in Ovia? We were close to 3 months into next year, first quarter of next year. No one to resolve substantial amount of their internal problems now. Now, a Pascal, one Pascal, your problem. Because they are going to complete their campaign, their presidential elections, and come to start on the same scale with us. Because this is Amenoka's NDC running mates.
Yes.
And MPP back to abandon the now we can the ones where you can we are in the same season of next year. At Marcia. Well, we no one a parliamentary primaries. Where would they? You present a manifesto once or present one manifesto. We all start from the same point. And see what will be left is the individual standing. So FSC as well. Dimensional. Dr. Baumiane, Samira, I don't know the Abakoa. Or the Abaka internal contest. I'm my friend the new narrative.
Do you think that Samira will bring any vote to a, because I know a lot of the young people know Penasem, and she's a young person. She has a following from the young people. I'm trying to look for her video, no. But let me take you back
not in there.
Samira in this. Do you think Obotum will shift elections anyway?
Martin there. In the history of Ghana, internal contest, spouses, what jump to the fray. With the new
was very active in Rawlings' campaign, and
internal.
Oh, internal, okay.
Internal. Certainly. Anna, ni entry no. Baby, me ma shro Samira kakrani. Ni entry no. And she entered tactically with some strategic presentation. Somewhere, somehow, we throw the Kennedy Japan campaign into some sort of uneasiness. Yeah. And actually, calm demeanor and the way she presented her case without emotion and confidence and combined with the personality now, and the picture or the casena, you can't fault her and you can't debate the issue. And going forward into 2024, the contest now obey a different ball game altogether. And also, no, there, young NDC for so, yet side there, yet design a strategy to contain her.
To contain Samira?
Yes. Because of her, she's young. And when you look at the voting population, a voting bracket, or your populace, or the youth from 1835
to 36, no? 9.4 million.
At Marcia, then even a 36, 45. That is Samira's bracket. Because she's now around 42, 43.
Yeah, but she appeals to the 1834, no?
Until I make bracket
45 you know, the voter then is, I think it's 4 point. The last time I checked was 4 point something.
I think you are heading towards 11 to 12 million.
Exactly. They can shift the whole elections.
Until I make sure there. Then you come to women, middle to upper class women. In the past, Jenana did so well to shift it. I can assure you, the woman, when she came on board, a lot of quality women in this country shifted towards the NDC.
That's so she brought votes.
Yes, she did well on the women front. You understand? And the way this lady has started, maybe compare the only problem. Why your problem on it?
No, can you maintain the organization?
Maybe compare the only problem.
Samira.
And
you saw Beham Momo and this campaign.
But what I'm saying there, he will do something in the campaign. He will do something in the campaign because if you and I know that the category she belongs to. And in this country, when you belong to the influencer community, that is not the slave queen type of influencers now.
So Samira is one of the key indicators. I bet you determine whether Bawumia will win even against MPP primaries and against Mahama. So she is a key instrument
going into 2024 elections.
I am not surprised because Mimu said the last, even 2016 elections, because she was a target of NDC for Bebre. They targeted Samira and some, even Anyama Enye. Critical to elections from said your dressing. There was a key to I say focusing on Samira because
no. If when you do that one, you cause her to play the victim and attract sympathy.
Okay.
There should be a strategy to contain her. You understand? There should be a strategy to contain her. When you overly attack your opponent, you don't gain anything. You cause the opponent to gain sympathy and other undeserved support. So we should design a strategy for her.
No, so
from the way
I say NDC pompo befa. And also another thing, because when say they say we need national executive actively to say their first now our no. But if
that is why I made it for her. That is why I made Kaina for her.
I mean, who said the way in NDC campaign party the Bibiania, attack you, but that what you are saying, say attack him and you sympathy. It's why money never could dinachi. To say maybe as a miracle, Jamusena, on your makeup, no more than a when the beauty is the end there. So baby, I will go and sympathize with her. Or baby, I will go and sympathize with her. So I like the point of my member video nature or Samira video no.
2024 election. Someone in the Casa. When you Casa day, no one who say, yeah, a party is very election consequential on my party. Into empathy a bad mistake. We need to show a united front. Into na young kuchina baby to me every abba ama yeni na yenya. Na omo enama omuso omude eyaw ene ebufo ye campaign. If you must say a year and a young position, I must say my first one now. What Opel BB Osio, your book was here, Yenye say mouth. Now, my mimi so, Oko position now, Ubena BB. Oko position, our minister, Oko beside BB. Position, our DC, Oko beside BB. Intebi ono de wa main Mary main ne ma main only how into a choke on the over home into a looking sharp and then ye looking sharp omo e dey bad and can say it was them and so more you woman because there's a leader for every generation.
Wow. And solo I don't know you can and at some way now cause a very strategic remember.
Very strategic presentation. Now, on there, immediately the statement came out. Now, me catch on there. I wish Kennedy will not respond to it. Nanka, what chumko. But the campaign team now call accept. But there's a component in campaign and the behavior of voters that we can relate to this NPP delegates. I friend the fear aspect of a candidate. Candidate, when you cause enough fear in those who are going to vote for you for the future of the system, now they seem to see in you there. You are not promoting the very system you want to come and lead now. You are likely to lose their vote. You will suffer rejection. And to say, Onyama, that message now, Aketesiano Diaban, Oko, NPP delegating Wotima, about how Kennedy power. When you test the average NPP supporter, me, I am conducting some research in relation to MPP's contest. There are three types of thoughts in MPP now. So Kennedy is good, he's affable, he's generous, he has done enough, but he came too late.
Okay.
Kennedy is a replacement to Alan. That is the embittered Alan
supporters. Okay. Hello, Solo. Solo, I want us to focus on a year, first a year 2024. And remember Hobium, but the point you made about Samira is very important. Say, "Be Kama Ken and call for no support." And I can a binum crack no dada. A bimako no, and if she decides to come back, and Baumia will better about me a very strategic. That's what I low. Obeti me man irena ba beto to bomb. No kwa na obeye gidi ma. Agro never flow. And like you are saying, no, Obama only knowing the history of Canada Japan, the effect will rather be on Canada Japan. And Yabaumia, no, did comfortable lead, no. But so me boss to tonto. Say mo campaigning am he. Hello, COVID.
What do you mean, can?
Yeah, I'm talking about camera no cut off. I don't know what happened.
Oh, okay. Mami, 1 second.
Okay. Okay. And you're trying to know about solo. I think it's very important before I overcome almost strategy now. Okay, can be any about me anyway. I want us to look at this issue. Say, Nina 2024. Me say a critical election. A leader or best solve a Ghana problem. Mahama no the leadership no the man any bar. And Magana. And yes, I think we need an upgraded Mahama if he comes again. An upgraded Mahama. Because there's no reason why Dubai for to me I should set on more money to the extent say from our work on say everything is free. Just say oil on the Sikani or they determine everything. Now you net them refining good. I'm a China for one ABC refining am I. You go need a say because you are my bro for the 5% royalties. Oh no, so you are my bro for the I think these things are critical issues. You hear leader be change baby. Do you think that Mahama against NPP4 in 2024, we can get, is there a plan? Does he have a plan? How the Ghana be do Dubai level? No? Do you see that?
The meeting, and one Ghana Owusu Bempah. We are all looking up to one person as a leader. But if you're on board, as is being done in other countries, after election, no more campaign. Ghana had the after election, another campaign begins. Until the opposition is looking for the failure of government. And government is basing his strength on the naivety of society based on politics. Until NPP ni oya bonia. Oya NPP 14, say what can because what can NDC for and support to you. Say, oh, NPP 4 na. NDC for so you are buying one. Now NDC ni bonia. President John Dramani Mahama. He tried Abu Gapeli. He investigated and he set up investigative committees. Out of that, no was Mahama corrupt. If you want to go to away, say no musiwa, our friend the wire settled that. Before you can descend the gutter, you must jump into the gutter. At the time I descent no, it's only be begun to move by free. And to be a cat as a home one can crack. And so now you may say, who to go to? Until say the totality of the Ghanaian population. You ever try to shame sour grapes politicians, unfaithful politicians. Say, Nana Akufo-Addo yade no ya, or say NDC for you to nye pem ka na we there oye. It doesn't mean that you cannot defeat NPP when you praise them for something they've done good. You can say that, oh, this one you've done it good, but I'll come and do it better. You understand? As was the case in Professor John Ivas Atamo's time. The clergy, the chiefs, the civil society, they are the problem of this country, not the political class. Because Civil Service Commission say, Obi we are the government unity was a constitutional end to me unity or a Civil Service Commission. Now also a committee of corrupt people, and when you are ready, over the clergy will preach, come and ye shall be rich. Obi what Akwasola or to collection can say away an elder. Sikano Kafawa him. Ghana, GRA. Aba GRA work can obey a Juma one more declare an asset. But politician be our from the Juma also declare an asset. You understand? And to Abba there, in politicians, I want to know what's my pet and what accountability if you know. But if you're not there is a permanent tenant or
who accountability is not required from. That's your point, right? So the way you know at come, I mean, a so na member also a confident good evening.
If you are good evening.
Now me busam say when Dr. Baumi am campaign akosi say na yembra leadership issues so mo wa he.
Me da so bebre me chia woni watifo nyina say me nim
campaign na show ma ho wa bra you look tired. Ghana campaign ya better sao ya kwan so nye. It's na mo kwara se mo road na mo so no.
And enye say okay but this time around crowd here me call Savannah region. Echo yeah, different part of the campaign. And maybe drew Friday, Thursday and Numere. And see, I meme wa Accra, meme yeah communication wa ha. And see, you Tamale, a northern region.
Oh, Kofi, well, you really look tired. Just like,
Ah,
oh, mobile.
me started day no at 6 o'clock with TV3. And I hear radio. Me we ekosi sen wa asempa na me de o ha de nso to ase.
As I was,
Anopa no nso
politics in the obey now, obey the but
abede
everybody get what. What can I be doing here? You man, what can I bre? But I am strategy. Some of this Amira become campaign one. Is it part of my strategy? Prime weeks, you know, I got 2 weeks. My strategy. Some of them be room around this time.
Meba ho. Ayi me no ka se omo wo northern region. Mo na omo ye 4 constituencies. E chino be 4. Eno na me pesa me bobo kirewa me free screen so na ma
Na camera no off, yeah.
But I know say a chinombe yendi ni Zabzugu or something. I have to check the way say no. Se me nua so kasa me checking out my.
Okay.
It's your mugu so mo ye on say why over almost 200 and something constituencies. It's we northern region and then no I call the remaining regions.
Okay.
Yep. Your campaign there, if you are very simple. Yasama ya de nam nyinaa ne sɛ wɔn mu a wɔyi wɔn ho adi sɛ yɛn to aba ma wɔn no obiara sɛ fata nanso akansie biara ne kandini a odi anim na yɛn yɛadwene ne yɛn susue mu no yɛfiri sɛ akansie a ɛda yɛn anim yi ɛyɛ yɛwura Mahmoud Bawumia na ɛsɛ fata sɛ odi anim ɛna yɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu deɛ nti a ɔsɛ fata yɛka biribi fa sacrifice ho yɛka biribi fa loyalty ho yɛka biribi fa service ho yɛka biribi fa hard work ho so ate aseɛ nsa na ewie a ɛno ne yɛ n'adwuma a wadi ewie a yɛaka biribi afa nipa a obetumi de yɛn nyinaa aka ya bom nyame yɛ adom na sɛ yɛto aba no wie a the unity aspect no nso nipa obetumi aka ya bom ewie a yɛaka ahobrɛaseɛ ho asɛm firi sɛ yɛsusu yɛn mu no efiri sɛ Ghanafoɔ ama yɛn mfie nwɔtwe ɛsɛ yɛtumi bu saa mfie nwɔtwe no ho akonta akontabuo no yɛ akonta bi a ɛsɛ yɛbu no wɔ nokorɛ mu ne ahobrɛaseɛ mu sɛ wo na ayɛ ɔmampanyin sɛ nyɛ wo na ayɛ ɔmampanyin sɛ woyɛ vice president woyɛ minister woyɛ board chair woyɛ whatever 8 years no wa contribute one way or the other enti ɛyɛ sɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛtumi bu saa akonta no ma Ghanafoɔ hu adwuma a yɛayɛ na baabi a yɛyɛ mfomsoɔ ne yɛ mmerɛ yɛwɔ no nso yɛgye tum ma Ghanafoɔ hunu sɛ aha ne yɛ mfomsoɔ ne yɛ mmerɛ yɛwɔ na mmom yɛ mfomsoɔ ne yɛ mmerɛ yɛ nyinaa akyiri no yɛfiri sɛ anisuade hunu a yɛwɔ a yɛbɛtumi de ayɛ deɛ aka no ni a ɛno nti ɛkyerɛ sɛ yɛn bɔberɛ ne yɛn anisuade hunu no ɛgyina people ne ɔmampanyin dada Mahama deɛ enti saa ahobrɛaseɛ kwan no so ɛne yɛpɛ sɛ yɛfa ɛno nti ɛna yɛfiri sɛ yɛwura Mahmoud Bawumia nnipa bebree raise issues about the economy. Of course economy ne deɛ wontumi ɛnyi mfiri Ghana yɛn politics mu sɛ woyɛ
I think the issue is even about say then I addresses our questions now aba na kona san ba about say if yemfa mandates in manual then what is the record of economy or DJ for the 8 years no one in the boss na do be ye adwuma no those are the questions that keep coming up ni nyina so I say why you nani
oh dabi onyi nani unse yɛsɛ asɛm biara ne ne mmara a yɛka ho asɛm saa mmara yi ɔmampanyin abɛdi akyire ne delegate na edi ho nkɔmmɔ edi nkɔmmɔ ɛkyerɛ deɛ nti a wɔsɛ fata sɛ ɔmɛdi party no owie a nyame yɛ adom obubu bosomi a yɛbɛsi mi ne dɛ ɛtɔ so 9 nyame yɛ adom na sɛ otumi bɛyɛ kandini a afei wɔne Ghana fo wɔ nkɔmmɔdie afia metumi aka kyerɛw sɛ nyame yɛ adom na sɛ konimdie ne ba ɛni na ɔtwe mmiɛnsa koraa ɔmanpanyin abɛdi akyire ɛne Ghana fo bɛdi nkɔmmɔ ɛwɔ akwanneɛsɛ nyinaa so ate aseɛ
wini o budget mo ko primaries ni wie na nitie ye no wini a oni Ghana fo nyina beba be kasa
of course
na se wan wini
na se wan wini a na dwuma eso ye so mampanya abedi akiri de oye na baabi eso okobi a okọ mampanya abedi akiri nyaa na dwuma a oye sebe ne campaign po a oye ye so many times a ye jai campaign no man sa back ebeye other activities anka by now ye so many times ejai no aba no okọ ejai no aba no okọ na dwuma Ghana for the ahye ne nsa no ebeba na wie ye eye nyame ya adom a afi eda ye nimi afi no awie ye no de na dwuma beba wie ye enti se ekoba se wa ni nkunim a se dwuma na eso ekoso ye because ene Ghana for wa pam se ubenya akwanya wanya akwanya no ese ubusa pam no ho enkonta
yeah, but me patches o ka so ni Ghana for ba be din kita ho no say when we near still will he interact with us and obeto na adwuma so as vice president no
so when we near we are talking about the vision for Ghana vis-a-vis President Mahama. It's the one we near na adwuma so ye ne so support yewra obi a say bi adan ni mo na be wini o Kennedy na be wini o na adwuma so say o support to say nipa no na say nipa no mom ne Ghana for di komo.
Okay Matthias
he wouldn't have a place to come and say the me be ya ma Ghana na adwuma no say nipa o ye kendi fo no obeso say nipa na sene no aboa ma nipa no ani so ade hunu no watimi ya tudwa sa pepe na tie
enti tondo ma question one say yakọ me na me busa issue bi aba say baby e duro no 2024 elections is a critical election for us say niama aye nke betime take advantage na ka Ghana konanim to say Dubai for no nke betimi aye at least from 2024 going would we have that what is Baumia's plan in terms of transforming Ghana me duro but ansa we ma me ansa Samira dia na mo de na bamu no e strategy ana
o ka se Samira ye de na bamu no Samira no sabi o no oye politician that no oye a politician
na ben ye see enim ye enim no so a politician
avia wo journalist say o seasoned journalist there Samira year 2016 when we say oye politician
me ye dey aba say no oye no at the national level
na so we so oye no at the national level
but we mo primaries
that be yeah oye no at the national level na so primaries ye no at the national level.
Yes, but say we munya yini kunu no as candidate. But only delegates for na ekasa na okase nkofo abuafu a obi on ma wadidi ame. I just played the video.
Omitie dia tie ne say e mame Samira Baumia. Owo adoma chede sonko bi duane mu. So ati ase. Adoma chede no ya adoma chede a baako ye kasa. Baako ye nipa anim adom favor any grace won say obi wo ha o nipa nim enimonyam ne adom o hwe de wi anyame bo no a o saa de no e na kasa e na hobrase o saa niema ne nyina se wo ye obi a wo pese obeye kandini a ehu hia se wo e na ne kunu e pese obedi oman nanim oba o support ne kunu na o pese ni kunu ye bibi pade som ne man no se wo bibi duane mu a na sede na dwuma so no nso betu ne ho ache de aboa ne kunu enkan ko
okay
ta pepe no oye ye de ya lucky se oba na o tai ne kunu achi no owo sa adomo ache de na ema na dwuma no kra ye mre ye den ema no
okay
ye wa mampanyimfo ne mpanyimfo bebre ho a omoyere mo ye nipa papa eye omadwuma kama nanso eba amanyosem ho adoma chede a ya na nhye da ni ho papa nti bi ho kra na obehwe no makotena kire omo nhye da nkasa omo nye bibia omo wo kwan foforo omo so fa so ede boa omo kunu no mu we no de o sa adoma chede no eno nti be na sebi obrofo be ye beka say what step into the fray.
Okay.
Na also ne delegates edin komonya even August 26 there no. And also on the delegate, super delegate din komo.
Oni omu di nkomo.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We know we started with Ashanti region. Ni kunu di kan akọ. And ono nso AC actually no aye bi aka ho. Or other regions.
Is it not the case said tonto mo amu ho akire mo ground because of said it Canada Japan ni adani money Dr. Kotomo bi omo running omo campaign tin amo yes amo de na bamu no. Is it not because of that?
There be enye ye ho akire emum delegate a yen for manimu ntwitwi fom. Efi se yen no akansie na ye kɔ no. Yehu ni se akansie a emu oden. Sabe yemfa obi bia okwa akansie ni mu bi yemu obi animtia. Ye gidi se obia obi bia edua ne mu. Enti adwuma na ye no ese ye no adwumaden wo opekwan so. Ema delegate fo ne hu se omo adwuma a eso omo nso ye na omo di yikendi no esom bo mayen. What you say? Enti enye sura obi there be but need dia e ma delegate.
Okay.
Say any wadi nkomo edi kan, any wadi nkomo etoso mienu, any wadi nkomo etoso nan. Ye maame Samira Baomi anso ne ubedi nkomo bibu ana bia ntiase bi ni ho. Ebi wa na nkyeremu bi wo ho ayese eba. Na ye de amount no wanya sa nkyeremu no because they see ani so no a big vision, and that big vision must be achieved taking gradual and pragmatic steps. You be making sure say one mumpa omo odomayen. Sometimes enipa bi nkasaye ni nipa bi ne ye bi timi ma omadwene ne ye kesene.
Yes, okay.
Saa kesene ye no ese ehwe ne tenetene no ne de si kwantene ne so se ne be ya obubu obosume no omo kogina so omo to aba nchinyuahye bi ama omadwene mu. Adwuma na ye. We are not leaving any stone unturned. We are going to pursue everything with all the vim and vigor we have to ensure say delegate bia or sefata so obeto abane bi no obenya opepa na akomapa na one yen edi kasubom efi say free say omampanya be de akire ni nipa obetimi edi party no.
Okay. Me pese solo bem but tonto do you think say Baomia will leadership no any plan no a baby a Ghana ye pese ye call because you see only ye program there be a lot of nkofo but so even omo ye NPP for no abrantia ba come in the video omo nyina beka said omo ye disappointed in omampani na nadu leadership baby a omo nkofo bebre expectation no ekodu ye no omo nim se nka sa bread Ghana anya ye kra nya hwe crank ya ben Dubai level. Do you think says I na nkofo hwe kwan ba omi abetimi de aduru ho people are hungry for a leader obe change Ghana obe transform Ghana dada no aye wo matra makọ ene ya be sesem ni akoye nim that bold leader obe sesa Ghana. Do you think say Baomia is that leader? Does he have the plan or only ne kasa mo na mo ne enam does he have that plan?
Afia isi de tie ne say oman ye kosikasemu ahohihia ba ma obi anada say oman no ye nko ye nim kakra me no kasai ye won niema kesia oman yaye a ebeboa ma ye ndaache akwantuo na ye atu no atimi ababu sabe enei me no kasai uti abrochimam ukwa abrochimam wahu eniema bi a oman no a wutimu no wuhia eno na boa ma de wo pese wo ye bia wutimi ye abrofu katam ye say creating the formalized economy or the digitalized economy eno na wo pagya oman ni nyina ye den e de asiso bia afia enei emfa $1,000 in meshe ubotum ba wo daachi akwantuo ne wo daachi nkan kontinu saa niema ni nyina ye a transformational. So who can Dubai, who can America? These are not nations almost sorry ya na omujina brane prekope. Unfortunately, no omino for all these years, Sanshisha and Yentimi are fair. If you only me say for so many years, President Kufuor try, President Rawlings try, President Mills mpo try. Say, Ghana ni bia ye behu Ghana ni awoyo. Baby a wote ne san yentimi anya san ba enne woni me be ya adwin say for the first time we have been able to build some platform one ye betimi apagya oman no asiso. Eye ni so ade hunu kese me a me matena brochire for 21 years. Why now what you will tell me and you will agree with me say the ma brochire ne Ghana down so accountability. The ma brochire ne Ghana down so is to be able to have systems a bit pagya oman no. President Obama by Obeka 2010. I say you do not need strong leaders. You need strong systems.
Okay.
It is the systems that will carry and catapult the nation to the next level. Sabe, a strong leader, Sanka. President Rawlings was the strongest leader we've ever had in our republic, at least the Fourth Republic.
Okay.
But the challenges were there because not systems in any hope. And then me penny solo can send me. Many ya junipa go solo mitiano. Who say politics no yache or munim dear. Or say, and they say Ghana ni bia sorry. Or say politician. But civil servant no what it them one. Or no what create an institution or they yan in no. Why the whole this as civil servant not accountable? But solo ba 1 year no ko Kofi Tonto ba 1 year no ko. Yen ye di soboni nyina gu ye konso. Na de oya ne niema no wote ho no de so no oye.
Okay.
If there are no systems to check that person, it doesn't matter if it is solo or it doesn't matter if it is Kofi Tonto. The things that continue to undermine our growth, they will be there.
Yeah, but Kofi Tonto, I think solo obiara no ya adwene. From President Kufuor time obey homecoming no said this issue about systems no or preach everybody bought into that idea. But I think that the other Ghana card no quite enough system. The system in terms of the okay, it's a civil service worker accountable. A system no. System ebe ensure say your proper rules. System ebe ensure say oil na ewo no. Sika na betina Ghana nkwa abrofo kra na 5% pe. Any system.
Evia, the question I may put to you is say, and nay Ghana, who the nipa das and Nibiankasa. Say, systems in Yen rule America for the home baby, but Ghana Nibio Yano Quaphobia be catcher say, and Niema S Sanka Krankakra. The systems are being built gradually. For the speed, but a Niema. You cannot go to bank and do transactions. What you see? What do you think it is happening? Gradually, the system is beginning to hold people accountable. Ebia wunya 17 na wadwene wo say hwisi. Na nyasam hwe near more Ghana card number near hwe say be pull all transactions.
Okay.
What you see? The point I'm making to you is say Omanpenyi aniswa Omanpenyi abedi echi aniswa di hunu ni say emra obebo Omanpenyi Akufo-Addo obebo naze na oso na sene no wo say systems ne niema ese edi gu akwan mu a ehu nko hia say Omanpenyi bi betwe aba Omanpenyi bi ebeye say me de me yesei there be system no ne be holding and responsible. Send you the most benefit of our resources. No, my ministers, you know,
okay.
And then and for dear air bank a crank. And no was say, or ba no baby pijamu, Ned Druma Pomaswa, and no be Buama United Pija, Nyako baby, a Pessi. And then now can scholarship once. Who free say we just scholarship share in Nipan Samoa. There will be challenges. Uja any other Ibiashe Nipan Samoa, there will be challenges. Empo Aban Iba Minia Kingsley Ajman. Wabon home modding aye Juma de Aboye Nianum scholarship for. But enough say leakages and what other parts of our systems in Muntino. Resources are Yenia Kingsley here or the Bayan Jumampono.
Onya, okay.
What you say? Because na ubusa brand and say sikano aba na say finance na mfa mai. No cry want to say finance in far resources in mai. Because kakra na wo no enso na ye de ye. Ena enso enyu. So ho enti afia these are the things emre ba mu a ebetimi adi ho nkomo ya aboa magana fo anya mu ntiase.
Yeah. But you see, I think that a lot of people are still raising. Now, let me read some of the message. But Solo, my member, I want to busao. Now, me busao earlier say, uri abema tonto say yes. Omo plan. And what Baumia has. Ni say systems. I bet me ama Ghana. I couldn't to say advanced countries. But more NDC for some more market time wanting to come. Do you also have that system? A plan for Ghana? Do you have it?
Oh, why not, sir? If you are a share 2020 manifesto and this year the buyer, it tells you na approacher, yes, I can minor and yeah the buyer or honor your plan. But you don't govern outside the realities. The realities are that since your money, we have not been able to show off the overbearing nature of neo-colonialism. Yeah, gold, yeah, oil, yeah, that is the challenge of the 21st century African leader. Atmosphere. And what are the plans? There, Ghana for Yatu oil. Now you're not Yatu. Obinum. What was Kaba? Now one for almost 80%. Atmosphere. Well, the crank able to me a catch on there. Yeah, me and until for 40, me for 40. Now royalties are at 20. At the end of the day, me 60. And yeah, another person, Baba. After West African sub-region, Ghana pay. And yeah, oil find oil a case am. Like Cote d'Ivoire is around 37, 38 or 40% of the oil stake. Guinea, in fact, one yala, and the Abasamna, if anybody is coming wanting to become a president with this our precarious financial situations now, messages of hope and assurance are here. Every both the NDC and NPP. It's not about systems in some American. It's about decisions that will benefit the Ghanaian. It's about things the Ghanaian will not suffer before assessing. You can do the interoperability, you can do the drone sending medicine to sick people. But if the sick person cannot afford the cost of the medicine the drone brought, what is the benefit of the drone to that person?
Yeah, but
and
so
these are the things
that is where leadership comes in. Today, why is it that all this while since independence we haven't been able to have a lead over to wire system now my hand there? Why or no? Because youth, most of them don't have jobs. Since I am a programmer, everybody wants to travel. But if the money was even staying in Ghana, it can change people's life. But we get only 5% royalties. And all this while, all of you who have come to power, and want NDC for now, want NPP for, these are the only two parties that want about power and the Fourth Republic. Nobody has changed that. Why? This is what you are talking about.
If you come in Kruma free, man can assist in the bank after coming from
the Fourth Republic.
On your Fourth Republic, we've not been able to take decisions in the interest of the Ghanaian first. And to all governments are guilty. Among Ghana, so my young political class now, and to strong civil society groups. Nande Otidang. And what now? Like the research and answer more kind. I don't know why I research, but I would have wished there or there were itemized some basic important issues or the Ghanaians wash and what waba.
Okay.
So the Minyamano take the occupy the thinking and the actions and behaviors of Ghanaians. On your betuma to aba, near we are demand accountability from whoever we voted for. Because there's a difference between saying and acting. To be the podcast podium now, Obotuma can some open onya 2 minutes now I am open. I mean, Mark going forward, demonstrations or the Ghana for. Yeah, insist the demonstration is national activity or the government offhand. How should government fund demonstration? If you are
government should
for demonstration,
I also government go fund demonstration. Solo power.
Jemima. Onya police for now walk about demonstration one ban. Onya state funds or what?
Yes.
Okay. The next thing, our the government here, no reduce tension, and then make sure that demonstrations will never turn out to be violent or whatever. Provide water to the demonstrators. Papa, despite or a special ice. A bit more bolaka, a bit more them. If police service sends appeals for water from this water processing companies here, as a way of their CSOs, their community social SRA, community social responsibilities. No minimum demonstration. No one now a special ice.
I'm buying for your taxpayers' money, no. And sponsor Obia or personal demonstration. You have to use mano.
Dabi. You not. It's already government is sponsoring by providing security. It's a huge cost.
But so I didn't. The eco demonstration in Bano, which is a come. Near man for and no solve this problem. Is that how NDC mobile? That is how you are going to govern Ghana.
No, I am suggesting, but if you are we are saying, baby, I know we are satisfied in its absolutes.
Okay.
US now on why demonstration in Ghana. Now, why a demonstration? I tell you how their demonstration happens. That is the expensive nature of democracy. Because Nipanadi or your yetchano, or there one more and or yetchano, no, we are okufie. Asumviemu.
Okay, but so the fundamentals in first. One now can't say Dr. Baumia, the no can't say Ghana card no my it's an indication of systems, sir. Or more implement. You don't say yes, our system na Ghana here. What is more NDC? What is more alternative system? I'm not about
no.
Because one now can say 2024 election is for NDC to lose. Let us say high likely with some Mubube winning. Now, be a system. And that not better because that they won't solve. They say your new problems, new young people. I'm winning up paid you my almost paid and you come to almost into system bank and I'm going to implement it. Bema do Dubai day.
If we are not too close to election. Until start there, provide alternatives. Government is likely to steal your alternative. What we do in there currently, the Armenia Tonto, all kind there. Why they? On the share near evaluate near sure that I am pack original baby order original. My catcher there. Young policy for governance will appear in our manifesto. Atmosphere. But currently, I've part tell the NPP at the shoulder or at the back when Ghana card came to mainstream. Let me say it's one of the hallmarks of success of the MP because Ghana card will help a lot.
Okay.
Atmosphere. But that doesn't mean that why enough.
Okay.
When NDC about one Ghana card. But then, at the moment, one was and there was so much opportunity, sir. Where you were here, I'm Ghana for opportunity of how judicious are we using our oil money. 2, how are we protecting our natural endowments, i.e., the way Galamsey or Kodo of my water bodies in your outside. So actually the cost to the Ghanaian as a result of galamsey operations and revenue to the states also. Now the Ghana for yellow super. Because the galamsey empon koya they are buying a coordinated management of galamsey and are buying a revenue out of that. Now the SS
Hello, Solo. Hello, Solo. Well, Solo, you know, article. If you want, if you don't do one say, as someone back Solo can say, Mon Shada need what it takes. Ghana card, no, and yet enough to justify the money system.
If you say, menka say ya yes systems in area. Now, if you are to menka.
Meton Kapa, I think the point that he's trying to say, the way I'm cannot to say Ghana card essence, no, the presence or the existence of Ghana card, no, it's an indication somewhere your system be who be
Dabi. Or if you are Dabi, Ubusa me say Yeniswadi hunu. And I may mount one example of Yeniswadi hunu say about building a nation. You need to build the platforms a bit me aboa building the requisite systems. Systems who are here building. And I make can say, we share advanced countries are ye men who baby are. But in Shishaya, ye dear gua quemuno, actually say ye nam quine paswa, ye bit me a draw. And I mean, you also look and be. Or say, ye ma solutions a bachelor say economy no, a DNA. Yet in Kofobenia Sika to a Mubotomnia de
Menka Botomasa. Menka Botomasa.
Oh, I mean, you are essentially saying, say, the bottom line is that then I hear with the economy. And if I been so fast, when you're saying now, can unless a man. Oh, Nasa economy and then you pay Yabi Ghana, a Japadia so fast. Why
a free? What? For instance, why a free SHS? But then there, I can tell you, say, some parents are suffocating from a cost to the free SHS. And so to me, a free SHS in such a way, say, and yeah, how a biomu magana near obey a Radimedasi.
So, dear.
Who ya drone? Why a drone? Why a drone services? Na se drone no the drone ko do kolebu na nipa na yale da on to me into a drone and say na anya sika e wo the bottom because who American everyone say $10,000 a month to America scheme one na you equate ni say 10,000 cities for Ghana ha and who tell me now cost of living e wo Ghana is too higher sa nipa no fanyam say woni man. Oh, it's enough. So, say, more lay the IT, your friends saying digital infrastructure. It's perfect, it's good. Say, you digitalize Ghana. Now you must move smoothly. But you must also look at the cost of living and cost of doing business in the country. Vis-a-vis your tax regime.
Naso solo, anybody busame. Vision and a medical culture say me
but you don't donate a vision and a Ghana card no because Ghana card the president go for start you and Mahama beto us Mahama ne mills beto us and a mama baby indeed in any case Ghana card back up and brompo why should Ghana card even take about 20 years to complete Ghana card in Kwao
as a moon tear the American no me can't see a vision in Ghana card unless you are not paying attention to what I'm saying. Men can't see a vision in the Ghana card. Me see, one of the processes I they achieve a part.
Hello, confusion too.
Well, so I think Ghana card.
One of the processes. A process.
Mami building a point. Mami building a point. I have never said say Ghana card need vision. So me perceive blogger be a jamo journalist if over no be a control baby say me say Ghana card need vision. I've never said that. What I have always said, we are moving the nation from one industrial revolution to the next industrial revolution, which is the fourth industrial revolution. To move the country from the disparate industrial revolutions, Ayaki Kabumwa, yentimi nya the full benefits of the fourth industrial revolution no esi e de niema bi gu akwan mu ba ko ne Ghana card ye di gu akwan mu eno na ebe boa ya me atimi akreti the systems e ma me kra me catch say ye be pagya economy na ye den esi so
Okay.
so kaya me kan sa now solo can say yen resources ni ade ye nya so mfa so me no ti hey ade ba ko ye nyina ye nim sa ban bi de ba ya ye friend cocoa farmer scholarship ada na ye nya cocoa farmer scholarship mfa so every say na ye need the proper systems to be determine when they qualify and when na ye nya sika ne bi enti yen resources are ye nya over the years no e kwan po ye fa so che yen resources no
a problem.
And one of the problems. And if you don't have the systems, how do you properly share your resources for the people to benefit?
But the CIA so yes, at least the kakran, system ni bi kakran. Still, they come the Ghana for inti.
Of course, but that is to say, obi be jina baby ka say, adia ba ko ama yenti Ghana how nyina afi wa there be. Tina me say one leg of yen bigger vision. The other leg, you know, we are looking at the economy. For example, we have spoken about industrialization. Ye ba ye ya start ya ye bia. Esi etimi pagya mu nedru baby a ebe boama Ghana ya kɔ ne so. For example, na me no ka say ya were about 6 assembly plants ewo Ghana omu assemble cars. 6 assembly plants. Oh, I don't have the number of head. But
Inti ya Ghana for mu ye adwuma assembly plant 6 no.
Of course.
Inti ade na mu twa video ni ehun sa mpa so masi nua ana we because the way Ghana obi any adwuma ye no nti 6 assembly plant pa.
Okay, if you see
6 plants ni nyina ye adwuma.
If you my mentor baby, you see there more discussions be brain say. And I'm saying this with all humility. Enipa be breya no omu ni entiase when it comes to the process of industrialization. Mame ma just
yenye technical people ntino.
Mame mo when I'm saying mame mo me say ahobrase mu mame mo. Nyame ya adomo a echina for example Ghana Standards Authority any other institutions and yes me camera ne be call off and can me call send a flyer na ma order to where in so launch the latest cars I assemble Ghana beba on the market nyame bo echina. Now when a company comes to a country, a car manufacturing company comes to a country, they typically don't go into manufacturing. They go to assembly. Assembly, no, not omodi trainee, no omodi toolie, no more they build the market systems.
Okay.
About 5 to 6 to 10 years, no, then they move to manufacturing.
Okay.
But anybody be brain okay assembly. The first thing they say, I don't know for Ghana for you now. No, then
no. Me point assembly. Me what so I understand assembly plan. But my question is, assembly plant and nipa do sign they employed or because it doesn't appear say you wa bonteno. Ye who say because assembly plant is 6 workers go there. At least anya ye cry will be of 100 we should have 600 workers.
Now if yeah. Me met me a catch say Sino-Hydro Sino-Track. Just last week, Abino launched the second phase of Sino-Track, almost third phase, any manufacturing. Sino-Track any crown over 500 workers.
But Ghana for and baby no
Ghana, of course, I said to you, or if you are a company back Ghana, they will have some controlled number from their system, and they're not moving forward. Then a part of their friend technology transfer. Who needs an Indian? You cannot just bring all Ghanaians into the company. And so we don't call for a class here. Then you do the technology transfer. Then you jump into manufacturing, etc.
Understood, Tonto. But Susan passes 6 assembly plants. I don't know why that information is not out there available to us. These are 6 plants. 6 workers. Workers. Much sure workers in Bia who say assume me me wafa we need to know that if it is true.
Ah, na afia aban ko bie VW assembly plant no wo ho a Ghana for nkra ye adwuma mu ahu. Aban ko bie Sinotrack aban workers wo ahu Toyota, Suzuki. Ni nyina aban ko bia ma media akọ ho plant
na propaganda de na make count. Na say first day no more launch there no propaganda na mo there. I'm talking about realistic workers. Gumi asi asumati wa fast ni me bani emi nua bi ye adwuma wa ha. That is what I'm saying. Realistic here when your work is fine ya wo mugum. Because 6 plants.
Efia. Me no ka say. Go to even University of Ghana, Gempa stretch. University of Ghana, any Toyota. TNU. University of Ghana, any Toyota. FBA School of Engineering for Automotive Industry.
Toyota can't be.
Yes, but why do you think Toyota will invest in that? Because Toyota has an assembly plant here. And they are training talents and workers to go and work there. So the point I'm making.
Communicators, I'm just confused about it. I'm passing my way up for Ghana for Gumwa. I don't know communicators over him side way.
Now me
Ghana workers gum.
Me a communicator and I make a trade and I
say okay, open a matter say okay say me who video. Me name some more to no be who say I'm passing as Ghana workers in here. Asuma si kwaku mensa kobi ni omu nyina gumo we
afia pokuya ti sa question kra obusa me ho ya me wan kire say you are mu na mu eye modwuma asensentwerofo say mu besi politicians fo achi akohwe say VW na ebie no Suzuki na ebie no Toyota na ebie no Sinotrack na ebie no Nissan na ebie no ampa se adwuma na se nya adwuma.
Understood. Adwuma ba yes unim. The entire answer handicap ne say a lot of the things that are propaganda. That is why.
Why are you handicapped?
6 assembly plants. So those assembly plants, you want baby what they can. Wouldn't baby?
Yeah, our Gimpa. Sir, the Atamas bypassing. From Joru, from North Joru, straight out. No. First one, forestry.
Forestry, yes.
Uchomo forestry that Ukolegon, Tuafa left.
Okay, me who say road.
It is there. Okay. But I mean, say in NPP time.
So one who say workers gumo we Ghana for workers. One who say
no, when for the academic institution.
Until how then assembly class not to cast 6 there. Unya hu Ghana ni bi o ye adwuma ho a.
Minko hom poda.
Efia pokuya unim bibi. Efia pokuya unim bibi. O de opa mame journalist. Okay.
Mama obi o UTV.
Mame journalist. Now within the next 2 weeks to a month, Yen visited the various at least 2 or 3 of the assembly plants.
Okay.
The Ghana for.
Okay.
Sinotrack, Udru, Toyota, and Sawam Total. Omo factory back crazy ho. In Sawam Total. Udie Nyamiya Dumua pe where journalist mama.
Cameraman back where do we
Yes. I will call our automotive people and then we'll visit at least 3 or so assembly plants for you to see. But education, I'm a person with the man now say when you are building an industry, I not Ghana for be free say while your assembly plant are there na enfa workers best 5,000, 20,000. No. Oh, that education ya many pantias ya debiano ya dinka to ni patrimu. And nothing na me person me.
I know they am one kasa na mu raise expectation. You always say it with the expectations as a when you buy 5 workers be brave. And then it comes and nipa
never that. Never that. Yen assembly plant be a biano. Ye catch row direct and indirect jobs. Emu bia ni wa yaka se ebe create direct jobs 5,000 and answer 10,000. Never. Never. Because ye nim say assembly plants no say the market no. The first step ubaya assembly plants, you build the original prowess, you build the economic zones, and then you gradually build your talent base, and then you move into manufacturing. And a market say Sino Hydro and Sinotrack almost second stage last week, and a president called launch almost second stage. Almost third stage, manufacturing.
Okay.
I no, almost build it up on the second stage to start the third stage. Sometimes from assembly to manufacturing can take 5 years or more. It's Yamagana Frontiers, the foundation now building so that we can propel the economy. No, it is being done.
Okay.
Now, solo can be for resources. For example, Ghana, yen petra, yenya. I think say my yes education way before. Agreement I any almost signing yeni bibia. Yen ye friend of Brofo carried and participating interest. The yenye free petrol mu crude and petrol mu is started to from 2010 to 2020. Osha Piak report now. Sika yenye free me $6.3 billion. $6.3 billion.
Since you started CA2 no.
Since you started CA2 from 2010 to 2020.
I am now compared to Sika Abrofo which is in excess of 4.8 billion.
I know that. The Abrofo the total revenue was about 33 billion. Yenya 6.3, and Abrofo for the remaining, which is about 25 or so billion. I know all of that. But 6.3 billion over the 10 years. We remind you, in fact, 2021 and 2022 and count. But 10 years in the end, no. Averagely, that's about $600 million a year. Sika yenya. And I'm running say, so when you say $600 million now, for 40% to pay, and a focus on budget as a friend of ABFE. 40% of that 600 million, which is about 200 and something million dollars. And I'll bet media kwakoso was our budget. And umpono a chira near ma for Sesicano Equoye, a canning natural. Diacano was if a bit to stabilization fund.
Don't know quite. The issue is why should Abrofo get over 33 billion from your oil? Oil just in excess of 6 billion. That is the issue. I say generational leader bet me about to find your way am I Ghana.
Efia, let me help you. Okay, let me help you. Again, ye din komo bi wo ha. Let's take away the emotions. I wish you said some komo we.
I'm even surprised you're talking about emotions. Are you kidding me?
Meba tobu. Some komo we. Unim nipa eso oni nidi.
Why?
Branche be a friend is feel a champion.
Mepe feel number. No, minim feel a champion, yeah.
Okay. Mr. Pemra nani feel a champion ni some komo we. Now on my yena education on say obi di sika puduo ebe ye dwumadie bi wo man mu a global world what is the standard of how much I will or mine?
You are still missing my point. My point is if we don't have to let obi enfani sika meye or mine sika no enkadada 10-year period and you two to say your oil now. We have enough money to save in the system to drill our own oil. 100% of that money will be maintained in Ghana. Now, I said, determine what we use the money for. This is my point. You are not listening to me. So this is what I'm saying. Say, with the exception of Professor Mills, and we'll change this minerals active grammar. Royalties never 5%. It used to be 3.5.
Actually, if you don't know, just yesterday, I was.
Hello, Toto.
The video. Me say nyame ya adom a me send the video na ma. Na nyame ya adom a next week we meeting now, we interview now, by wabo. Enra, a buying a company be from Atlantic Lithium, a signing agreement. Go and look at the agreement.
Okay, and
what that video?
And what is the terms of that agreement? No?
Yeah, to share our terms of agreement, and that should tell you, say, it is not Professor Mills. This government has increased royalties, has increased the rate of participating interest, have increased local content, has increased the fact of participation. You know, one who the royalty numbers is a percentage. Well,
Tonto, we are still not getting close to the Dubai 4 years. Why Dubai is able to make enough money? Do we have a plan? Is there a system? If you have increase, don't your money in any case. Oh Jesus!
What I agree with you on, there may no be enumere adie baako. Emra yene abrofo sign agreement on the oil. No. Part of the agreement was that GMPC had up to 2016 to be self-sufficient to start their own drilling. That didn't materialize. So we have to go to GMPC and ask them and put it to them from various governments till now. Then here, a timeline or more strategic document. Or more agree, yes, within that time, no, they will be self-sufficient to do their own drilling. No, up to now, there's
a ministry that is in charge of GMPC and NDC and NPP. So why are we not drilling our oil? Even to the extent and then the Tamar refinery require potentially and care oil on their drilling and give it to me their feeding no Kragu. A good matter say a China for ABC refinery. A good Tema is dead. It's a ghost town. We've gone as they say, no Tema. Okay. Factory is dying off. And in between more Tonto and solo that more son or mummy and Numuntem.
And the Anna
make GMPC not more.
Aviana make us say, I buy a bestine Kunina Fiti President Rollins in no more Makenina, no, I did that or Munina so to answer certain questions because there is no doubt to say I am from so as of mine. There is no doubt. Say I am from so in terms of the management of our natural resources. There is no doubt. Say I am from so. But the other person me try drink a crazy soon say, ye this common near maybe or now ye the fra ye misinform the public. But the see this uncommon equal say, ye ko ye nimuno, ye natural resources are aka. Agreement being a year then yeah on it. And no dear men no you are doing 100%. So we must do better. Even President Akufo-Addo dear why here with lithium no. May expect to say more media for more be challenge here by any say. And now what the experts about to say, is this really the best deal for Ghana now? I know the Bonnie be anything anyhow. Bye abana your press conference the all the facts are to that. But Obia Musa home bibia. What you say? And
that's the disappointment in the media. The media no so to the BIS. This is a major issue about Ghana natural resources. But President Asemi Okoka and water in there, no Yamana take it. This is a natural resource that will shape future. But as a media, no, the BI agenda no and focus on the I think because Ghana for NATO Council, who know Ghana for so there. Until the media also responds to Ghana for Solo, would you agree to the only Abema Tonto can say? We need to take the document and look at it.
So
I think that I've been doing it with Dr. Sako Legon, Economics Department about, and that's why I got all these numbers. Say, Abrofo companies in here make billions of dollars from your gold to your oil. If you are consigning lithium there, we must make sure say we can change money benya. And now be 10%. See the question
now,
solo.
If you are now, there's an angle, and I don't know, I stand to be corrected. 1985 or so investment code I developed just to attract investors. Yet is some 5-year tax holiday be. Yeah, the shame. They create free zones. But where Ghana's economy has reached, we don't need all those policies. The issue of tax holiday. Obi waji long na obi ba be yejuma as contractor. Ono fia broche be yejuma. Na nyoma ode ba no ya nje tax. But loan na ya kwajini su ye betua. You understand? Na ahwe Ghana yan a component of a tax holiday. Onyago. Whoever yeah onyago. Usamba internally. Now, oh, telcos, if you are telcos, our mind never got quite empty or more than 90% ownership.
Profit, okay.
Ownership, not a make 90% profit as well. Our man, no best share. Vodafone.
So not today, go didn't oil day. More and this mobile. Do you have a plan? Some way increase. Now be a Ghana 50-50. Now because Tonto Cash, they've tried. Say from 5%, no more to make increase Ghana. Your interest in it. No more plan. We say, Mobile BB and Chairman, Benya BB home.
If you Tonto, as small key. Oh, friends, I say, who I grow where you have mess work on them. I do 70 now. I go every year. Man, never catch them there. Be a movie. Voila, I was in a Tonto. Okay. Where I agree with you, I say.
I don't know. Yeah, was this your baby who be? Yeah,
more commitment.
Lithium, yeah, lithium, they are leaking. I knew a product, all basing. I hope on a cop. I want order to convince Ghanaian that I 70-30. Lithium, Anka, look, the revenue mobilization angles to every natural resources come from 3 areas. The royalties, then state participation against the individual. Now I reduce will be a question royalty issues. Now state participation now Obama because say human alliance say state no 40% stake. Now for 40%. Now royalty constitutes 20%. Yeah, for 40.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to you. Apart from one technology or whatever, they don't bring money into this country. You understand? But we have the financial world now. You be to me that partner. Because I'm called Biani Chrome. No, I'm funny Japan mouth. Say, oh yeah, not ya rent for man.
So Lontini Ebusa say more NDC. What is your plan? Because one can say election.
I've told you that. Yeah, plans in will feature in our manifesto. Because what can help us?
Manifesto answer.
That's how a technical issue. If you just don't get up and speak. The previous NDC.
This is the direction you are going. This is
if you met to man po America, na ma di akohwie. Enwa. Na ma twen say asam no baba no. In na pe. Because a measure NDC from our previous government performance, policy positions, and what have you. And yet, we ever to the day we reduce our 10 or 9% about 3.something%. And yet, they cost 7. And in coffee, 1 year, 2 months, get the back 5 or 5 point something. And I make a choice there. You see, on my way, there's no any group outside the totality of the country will be to achieve a lot for this country. Because the public servants now are home. Original because the OBCBR was a government. That's a MPP government, NDC government. But they develop the policies. Now, if you have found to one year, it should be a regime.
Hello, solo. Well, and then the internet net it. Don't now will be okay.
Just a Mr. Quina.
Okay. Very
Because
very well. Why are they crying, you know? Mammy no see.
Let's sorry, I call another program to Mr. Wire.
They said yeah. What papa now what done it? Chief propaganda secretary.
Propaganda.
You know position that you open down.
That propaganda secretary, the any minias law, I mean, didn't come in. So, no,
so long the president, why your secretary? There's a propaganda to what to a few America. I'm not Ghana, propaganda.
If it was propaganda, it was to a free Ghana, got an American.
Tell me the only say different. Me different. What the idea of propaganda? What down you don't know, Maho? Say me, but not Ghana yet. I bought propaganda and kwa. Politics. Any acquire lawyer because say when you're more lawyer na moye. Ghana they say how many lawyers and kwa. Yeah, man, go check lawyers and kwa. Enti kwaya lawyer because no go do ni abema sami ukwechimbwa. Say no be na.
Last week na me masters by Kuwi. Masters of Applied Leadership and Global Management.
Ntu you abeka kwaya law ni bi aka ho.
Anyamboa next year me start law. But me yeah. Me
MPP for say mo ma law school no me boa.
Me tie.
Me school ye foreign affairs minister Ayoko Boche. Obia ordinary person be akọ law school say ko resign free adwuma mu. For resignation letter e chese wonko onye adwuma because e person obesua law no full time. Ono oye minister wotimi akọ law school no. Sami Ukwe CEO wotimi akọ law school no. Before mo na mo determine lawyers e beba o. Mo na mafa law school no.
Efia mama nchiro omo no tie Sami Honorable Ayoko Boche omo no ya from the London Bar.
Enti
and ya free be post call.
Enti I mean purchase a post call meaning post call no. But I'm saying say obia dan che bia ko post call na so ochro say we jai na adwuma to so do besua de full time.
Sa also Ghana am ran e kasa na.
There be omo general legal council for no mo yes law no to. Omo no be say rules and regulation ni buy. But me point and say also koye law ni bi na say MPP for no mo de law no ana mo besua. Say de ba mo de be hu loopholes na wo Ghana. Yesi ka se mo na mo de be wurawura mu.
Wow, na say wo afia wo Ghana na wo ye law. Wo Ghana na.
I'm saying that I say me politician. Me politician say mo na mo ye politician no. Mo de say mo is law no kwa na mo besua just to see loopholes ah. Mo de be fe mo ye ways and means.
Who if you out to all your politician chairman is solo? What you want? We are politician.
About me point in say about the MPP for money na ma law school nafa. Law no na mo be just because people say mo this year ways more manufacture. Canada Japan campaign or you want asem oka. Also we be a company so manufacture nema. Canada Japan call law school be o chese mo de. Law no na mo be mo de tua ways awura chese. Until mind direction e be ko ni chese ye produce lawyers kwa. No manufacturing.
No
IT.
See me ba. We produce more lawyers than engineers. We don't produce more lawyers than engineers. This batch, the largest batch we've had in so many years. 1,092 or so. Go to our various engineering schools and engineering departments and see the number of engineering students we are churning out every year. Don't shift the debate. The initial debate was that we produce more lawyers than engineers.
In terms of impact, America production, and I say Samuel Guan practice it. Samuel Guano, or future president in our direction. Future president, on your Kojira Koto. I put it to you, be our. Yeah, mammy, I okobo chenya di okojina court to them. I put it to you. Walk up, baby, be a mobia. Why would you know my bomb brother that they just needed it? Me point in the say, more be shape your money leadership. And Kabuko should be engineering. I'm a Becati, a Pessia do China. You Pessia Rwanda, Debbie. Says, we now the lawyer Musia. Moto Susu, if you had the Ocaso, Obacaso colors, over colors, Court. Oh, no, yeah, also koyebi. Oh, yeah, obaka ko nyina court ana.
That's why my man can say niti.
Hey,
Me
yeah,
first,
my mama from room.
me first degree economics. Get master in global management and leadership. I mean, sure, I know the A.
Aya wo de ya no ye nim.
Oh,
Wo wi a wo
fa de aye no fate wo.
enkwaya law ni bi.
Anna, Legon for 1 year law program and only a specific for any.
Me say ko ye economics, ba o mi aya economics ko mo ko ya de mo ba o mi aso ko ye law ni bi e.
Na say me
economics
degree.
I just don't know. Wo de aya ye
So,
say bi no contract am sign.
right.
Contract am sign lithium contract am sign because mo nyina mo sua law. Enti enye engineer bi obehwa de no am say masa. Dubai for ye 50-50. Omo kwa do man no musika ye. But one for cry 60-40. Then in your law, you don't look at the gold no value addition there be.
Next week, made it to a
If you are engineer free,
made it to a champion bebro next week. Now I wow. Now watch lecture, sir. Resource and your percentage next week.
Yo, Mati said you a champion, your lawyer and Kadia can call him. So, I said, men, the produce your mom build your mind. And your law, you can't bro for sa. Nay, a giant China for Ekojai. India for Kako Moon. India for your law, nobody call Moon, no. Engineering, science.
if you are,
I'm watching a move over. They are going to Kada.
if you are,
Yo, solo.
ayi, there, enya engineers, enya doctors, enya wana. Now there's nobody who would lead them and bring on board what will benefit the Ghanaian. Now contract, asphalt contract, away we are in Sutra, issue or washing away. On your engineers now wash on your road engineers now wash. And then what is your waterways? On my communities in Suka credit to our classes, baby. Do you know why? They mean side drains now. Yeah, your road we are. Yeah, covered. Now you show my road no develop dust. Na car but dust no go to. That is nini na ya chop. Anka Accra is a well developed road network.
So, the question a common one because NDC mo betina so how many engineers did you develop? Did you train? And no more engineers now one so amu do say no mo nyansa ne omu nim de ye de ye adwuma. Because
I know na matter there.
So be produce lawyers bia James Jenny Mbwati and obi law no engineer to build on my foundation.
Oh no, if they are enough. So if you echo agric ministry, director of Syrians, Lebanese for 1 man coin M1 rice revolution in Ghana. Because your capacity to produce rice for the West African sub-region. Director of Syrians also because I'm not going to take agric minister on, but you won't take on the professional now our ministry.
Control policy into woman direction say a free neck or direction in here. Yeah, import here more. Nigeria for to me.
No, if you it comes from the society. Everybody is talking. It is them that will achieve it. Yeah, when we leave it with the politician will cave in. Well, every ministry one and wedding kind of corruption.
No, a money be when you chrome one baby. Uni abema a over honorable Fuseni or more when you chrome. We just need
now our individuals. Omu capacity a couple of as against the state sponsoring it.
Direction say this is the agenda. See, industrialize it. Now you develop your training engineers, your training agriculture for. Mo back brofu na my law ni bia just
planting for food and jobs. Planting for food and jobs. Rearing for food and jobs. The engineers, the experts, they've shut it down. Your mama started a broiler center. You were in Ghana then. before I will import akoko funu aba Ghana no. I was saying who produce 40% our Ghana. So you see, the media, the civil society, the political class, the clergy, the traditional authorities in this country, all they are together. Now you decide, irrespective of which party in power, policy or whatever to one. Now you can see because MPP for why a papa saying NDC can provide alternative which is superior. So NDC, yeah, papa saying the MPP has the capacity to provide superior alternative. Mostly, a bank crown actual power pack. The society comes together and remove you because what's in there? A familiarity breeds contempt. And now you may be a onboard. Let us sometimes remove our political attire, the cross, then take on the Ghana flag.
Okay.
Then deal with the issues on its merits. Devoid of partisan discourse.
Another time I'll see a fat topic way on its own because idea. Bebre interested, but I think it's very important. So mine dachi. I'll say here. Yenya gold, my gold, yenya musika nyina. Yenya cocoa, na yenya na no the syndicated loan 80 million pe. Say yanya lithium ni yenya nka we betimi asesa Ghana mrantie life. I'm obi enya adwuma ye. And also ni akosan ye be sign the trokan 10% bi wo mu a obi mo ma sign no mbeje na ya san betena na ya san ka tena kofiton to kan ye mefa document we will go through it and look at how much is coming to Ghana yanka te resist and drill yanka te ba so no dey to mame mo ma for so join no mo che o madwene ye beto aso
mame so go check my bibi na next time.
Yeah, me for say natural resources we say you can't natural resources don't want sem pa. Good evening, Akwaba.
Good evening, Zafia. And Wakasapa. Now, Ubusa.
I heard you say, man, you can't topic say, I'm interested, but you future.
Good, Papa. I'm in the part of already. Issue. And I'm so Ubusa. Coviton to question B. Say, upon your friends and men as a contractor, Yasin signing, I don't know. Even current one here by. Percentage send a Ghana for a woman. No refer say to a champion, everybody mouth breakdown, bet me a brief food and then you have Kenya here. We to buy what changing your mobile brain is some contract there 50-50. This is the father, you say, young fire on your example say. First night you walk, your friends say your class no. 7 year papa mo crown about more man go school no. Sabi, some of the Omasa say and mouse say Yami and Cha, send you chim.
Abunu ani abusa
Ye temu miensa na uma famienu na uwa ube dono a udi no ba ube dua bibia no what for bako na de bia no na lawyer ni akosku na oh sister Fia just say udi omo ho a wonti ase ye mpanyim fo no de omo nwe ho sister Fia omo nwe ho na utumi ko sign contract age 5% 10% so my money nyina age 10% and 5% adai na yema memo wan go school kra no me sans contract no omo do ma say ma do me encha unum say no mu chem and you're very bad this of ya you're very bad you're very bad maminka your friends Samira Baumia de kakra you're trap no mo systema the last be urezi issue be say Ken call for no omo coaching ye omo handling ye issue that's one man make be if you dey omo systema no say ko ba be so I'm telling you, if you did a trap, so about the fossil, no one can say, oh, all the no, on the other man, always say, then come send BB and M there, sending call for the bear responding. On so no, I guess I can monitor no, or call off no, or so unresponding BB. Unresponding BB, because 2 weeks here, 1 week here, Omobeya, some be pushing Robert can be into the center on control no, where we near ye. Enipa bi se ne hia na nya book na me lawyer na me we lawyer fo ne hwan fo abanyina moaye omo amakọ law school wie omo na mo sign contract trokan yo wa akọ law school no a wodi mu mra no o ko sign 5% 10%.
Because the way I'm running it and I know the best sign contract and I'm running to 5% no. It's
91 to 9
parliament for some.
91 to 9.
And I make say I buying your lawyer no.
Me person me say emran say 5% na ubenya nti so when 2 ana ayedai because fa so bia maso
okay
fa so bia maso
na coffee tonto kai of akru me ba o dey na Reuters report I'm say as part of the deal Ghana has increased its royalty rate to 10% until lead to also 10% better record you and the standard 5% no ye ja to honum oh into 10% penny oh
is a so mesenya me say omo besenya tax holiday wom on besenya tax holiday wom na dai ye pay for na dai on beso mkuya na adai oh is a few bin to as well abeka nsama yanka obin to aso
yeah nyina Ghana for the name say so that was say here Ghana for be here yen it's so sad of akru good evening
if you am so anumre mi tia oni watiefo nyina
obi ajo so a
ye na me kan say me call Ghana card na ne ho asem na mo kan no me say me madwin mu dia even say Dr. Mohammed Baumia uwini otimi wini 2024 na oba ankabe 1 year akra no man nye investment bia o Ghana money nye bibia onfa ni nyina enye Ghana card na akwala bia obi enya Ghana card
openi Ghana card dia ye wie dada me enya Ghana card na road nti ye fa kwan bone no so a
afia mama nchirawo say Ghana card so obi enya Ghana card a emfaso a woso Ghana card ena ma China eye China me no ka say China for esan omo card a omunya inti no ama Europe any American nyina omo de omunyuma nyina ko China
openi eno de enya Ghana card enya card no
ade na enya card
enya card na China had #1 cheap labor
afia cheap
China omo ye manufacturing
afia
omo cheap labor
afia cheap labor no Ghana
nya de omunyuma ko enya Ghana card
afia cheap labor no afia mamenkro cheap labor na wo kanu cheap labor na wo kanu say obi fi Europe obroni free Europe de na djuma ekọ Ghana na say yentimi identify nipa na wo mu no obi ani ni identity a ofi so mo beba
nyina na nkroma wan krofo de abrofo be
na Ghana enuma Kwame Nkrumah bi ani nyina ntimi gu yi no
na ngu because of Ghana card openi yesu ba mo ni
no the card system no one it yourself obi kuta the card ya enu kra expensive
expensive but just openi enye China enye no na ma China ye China it's very important
and me say even Ghana krano Ghana is cheap labor than China ne didn't na mrofo ne ko ho me no ubetimi metimi de sika koma unia bi se wuye bibi ukono esan se wuni na identity ntino otimi kra twa ho se munkoku nipa kro na munya den onfa niema no mo twa mo there's no way about
Obeni group ye mama na wase me dey me support Ghana card any day but me point ni say nya Ghana card enkoa na be sesa wiase
ebe na be sesa Ghana no na be sesa Ghana afia ene kanukra ene be sesa Ghana abrochira ye be a obi wo ho ofri Ghana minister kra no so ababewo abeje card ewa ha o minister no afri Ghana no ababewo ewa ha edenti card identity empty. Okay. The card stand for identity. And we never member of Naba Ghana, any investment about Ghana, no memua, you know, a maba one, any Juma aye.
My youth now confirm me. What I mean, as youth now confirm say Ghana card never more Juma. I don't know what Edmond. Good evening.
Oh, David. Good evening, Safia. Yo, I might kind of Ghana card send you. David, you can't even get back. I don't know why here Juma. I buy Ghana card. That's a Ghana card. You be a pass. Won't mean and she share Juma share Yama. Emma, you from here. Ghana card or the other. If it's an original debate. As a South she share Juma. What did Yama group plans? I do plans to go from so. Plans tennis and I may she share. Said be a youth from Benny. My. Where Ghana card is a Juma. Card name for so never so. I so be a so. Paso ba ko
When you
credit.
come back to your main
It's
issue,
a personal.
what the Ghana because they be a contract here, 10 years.
Yes. It's a very person. Sa contract ni asano. Ane na asano mi tie wo fa kwame kroma ane deputy minister of lands and forestry. Pantinino. Obisa no ka chen say you know, o ma sana before na ye 5% is about 10% just na ni praje. So ka 10%. Na it's just ha nyama we we ade we am chan. It is a man sign. Na ka bia in fact you was ka for Ghana. You was ka for power Ghana. That wow boss and then in New and you were Mahama so ebra ho. It's a case how them ye dey show me say I want me to amaduma magana amagana. Omo to some go be to amaduma ka Ghana. It's a technology omo kwan ma fa so omo technology na omo ama nyama because obisa I tonto obisa dey say car plant no machine afa nipa here Ghana fa here ontimeka because also nipa bia so afa nipa and at least and ibe hu aka mo ankasa mo kwa mo information minister and also mo ankasa communicators no kwana and they will come out and say oh you have this you have got this you have got this ayi Owusu Bempah e kan na mo dey bia okasa gebe no I dey chance how you come boss because when we say juma bia di wo omo fa nipa bia ngu ayi car plant ni nti omo timeka nti so nko afa nipa abegu mu a akobeka
okay
akobeka is the one who ba ku bia obisa akwa na o si jema yenya be 6 billion and almost 33 billion kon just enye ni wo the whole country mu ye ko twa ni 6 billion the 6 billion kon is the one besides sika no kon e wo hefa 6 billion ni ya mo si yenya sika no sika ni ho o mo di sika no so mo ni sika no so sika na e ba na ko no ro bia o tie fini mam abaka tan mam abetwa na the 33 billion e ko ne wa wo di wa dia wo di to country no 6 billion ko sika ni mo eduma mo dia Bank of Governor and order 60 billion for Ashiko. So Mumu 6 billion penny. 6 billion away. Munya. It's a case saying you need that. You get Japan. Can Japan Pani Yano? Said by your way because Baumian Pano. Ako Ransi now we need campaign message via. Won't see and won't watch via. They buy the West Committee Senate. Oh, Bonishi, Omuni via Omuni campaign message. So that a Mako do regens no. And campaign message via mama. Also credit.
I'm for another person. And chat time na kaka na we had time to say last week. Hey George, good evening. Mpacho so microphone no wedum no. There be was wedum microphone no. There I'm say why what I came I'm into brana George ye ne there George mpacho check where you
Yes, Stefia.
I'm into good evening.
Yes, Stefia Michelle.
Mejo so.
Stefia Michelle.
Mejo so metio pa mejo so.
Stefia, you ready? A royalties nana Stefia and is very bad. It's very, very bad because it's a 5%, near the 10%. Not just a mine at the end. Yeah, she says a good year at the end. She says, yeah, just a Canadian, I say at the end. This time, we need to set up. Now, you who say, Adiano say, oh, man, this is the time I say, discuss, say, look, yeah, minerals now, or no, say, Yabama, a bina or seasonal cobobusia, Yaman cobobusia. Near I am fear can shame. Because at the end of the day, no, see a tour, a bit benefiting, and Cassania, the more, no more, no more, 5% when they are sending trade. I'm
happy say we na mo support. Ade o ya nye dede amasa.
I know they say I buy no
it's bad. Say we say omo betu ade no company o say at the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources granted Berari DV Ghana Limited a 15-year lease on the mine at Awoya on the Ghana southern coast. Into omo betu ade no 15 years.
15 years. They 10%.
Yeah, it's very bad.
It's very, very bad.
It's so sad. Say year upon year
upon year.
I mean, why everybody.
I know they are no cry. I know they are because I'm quiet. I know they are also. Say Ghana, no, no, say.
It's here to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I see a bubble. Siana, yeah, minerals, gold near. You know, this shame. Na ya tuna si kana Ghana. That's the only thing we can do. Or say your chance now, your ma buying a bob sikaka saving the yes idea na or minding yeska. Still if you're not true, I think say Owusu Bempah demonstration on the Mahama office near a Ghana a police or say omutimi trans no mushe bibi kakra. Because it is one more kind no Mahama office. Office one there, almost quiet there. Sabi man pay Mahama no dear why. Your BBA, your special, you know, and also your prosecute Mahama. Into more BBA, or no more fan corner so. Now Mahama office, the Mahama not one as a fanning encouraging a year on the so on free Pemunka said, Mumna Emechimen Faminko. A police for no so much come on share. Sa assembly a big creative big issue of Ghana. Yansha yent means ya no kwan. Tia no so almost stop for mo. No almost bibia almost a demonstration almost ne Owusu Bempah President Kufuor to almost ko Kufuor office. No almost fan command sa den na Mahama no ontimi nchinintu. Go Mahama office no almost kone dey service any say mo ko.
Okay.
Ehun hia so say mo.
Okay, mama no ase. Cause I know so be call for another clash abana fe kopra obi na ye yi George mama good evening.
Good evening, Abasi Anapom to say.
Adomara kwa.
Michia Ghana phone na Michia watie phone na money adwuma pa o ye de bia bebo aba so. Na said the odi ka kan na enema bi say na we say ye mabunu na ye wo man ni mu no ye mani hia ye. Ye sorry aye ti say demonstration ye to di akiri. Enema bi say na we say demonstrating on. What dey ase? Oman ni team na kwye say ye mra ye di bu oman ni nyina ye kolo. Bibia nye juma, there is nothing in our laws a favor a mebruna as a favor in Chirima or Moba. Enti adia way, I was saying youth near war mining muno. I was see a dear nisi from near dear nice ho. Na ye champagne for no more ya accountable war, sir, and your natural resources are share what was saying 15 years. 15 years so 15 good years. Ajisikan ye who at the crowd by says I can't 1 year no free to no call. Mahama Beba ought to mean because he has signed the thing into a year. Why 15 years in this old dear dream and once so dear dream Nicosa. I was here to sign a man and yes, say a baby of a babiano. You cannot sign anything. What to mean because sign deal beyond your term. So when yes, you can't
be beyond your term point Kenya problem. But say Papa ne Beba because I buy no car. Company na Ghana. Sikane nkwa buy no Beba. But I say like Ghana benya more.
Ye benya paso bia free. Oba no abesa 5%. No agene 5%. Na ya yeti o mine mu no. Ejapade ne ya dia no ye nya hwim free. Omoje omo 5% ni omo 10% wi a ne term so akọ. The next government no beba no otumi nya hwe wa ho because the previous government had already shared their Mahama since ya. Just a Kufuor ba muntumi nya ho hwe. Utumi nya ho hwe. Sika no so omoje ne ho fa so bia o mine fo ni nya free mu. So it's your say a shani as a sign mrano, na ya dim rabbit to on moi, ebe inhibit the government no what abiding muno, said the bear, to mean co and conquest a suma since sign. Ye name you be one so as a company way at home, as a company way at home, when she's ahead at Tamaye.
Oh,
so
Tamaye.
Oh, this is fear. Who sit when you. Oh, very sad because we don't know the direction. Iraq, we live in a country where we don't know what our future looks like. We don't know where we are headed. And one is it is not something that is that you also demonstrate. This is something he should be demonstrating on. And you will pick John Mahama. How long ago na John Mahama ofi office? Still like NPP for Tata John Mahama Tajo. What time? Oh, quite then. So,
as the youth now, so it's up to the youth. Was say a dream you may here, and you as any best shouting. What you are here, you lithium 10% to cut.
If you
good evening.
Evening, after
yeah.
If you I'm say I'm out for both. about yeah minerals ne. But with the mafia, Uma Quintia na omo pre omo sign no like Liberia no. Say o negotiate cha. Anwe a time a little bit ready no no onya bini. True. I'm just telling them the truth because and some phone afia akos watch it. Say wouldn't say omo yama yemu bi abuofu. Ona mechono. Mo adia eye nyina adia no. Mo ba tu mo boase na mo negotiate ade no. Say even a better kid 5, 6, 8 years kwana. Mo tumbo emi negotiate. Say na be ya e betimi aye chempe anase ye betimi nya more anase mo ko loan na mo fa meye mutua and mo ko tuaka. But enam say obi benya biedi and abi mu ho so a omuni adwumakuo no eye one eti ono na free so kra no adwumakuo no be continue atua neka because os insane biara ama adwumakuo no nya a larger portion mumienya na se kufi si ID card afia America wo mu ye ID card nyene o enso adwumakuo no edi nyuma no ko China eti mo fa ID card sembia me ba ya petro sembia wa what just here we mean business mo be jina no mo ameka se bamia card bamia abetra like if yes to me I don't know omatmia so because the way
the factories now don't talk and want or some of the factories there they about want
avia if you don't do it and na oda okano avia Toyota omuni ayifo apart na training crofo se na be ya omu cars no mbe no se eseya omenya crofo amomaye ewo omu no dealerships do America akra wa obi ko automotive training school here se Dutch dealership bi na be fa na omu de ko training on Dutch cars no kwa se na be ya se dealership no employ no obetimi e car no would as here even though no yes there were assembly plants near the but here bisa won say enipa do send na eyadwuma ho Europa ko video before there no may have been there it omo eyadwuma ho omo new 10 evita fo a omo sa even efidie bi akura ni ho so omo ye shaka na omo do omo sa e na pagya no omo de aso no omo miamiem omo enya so me say honorable Ken and the betimi aba ama Ghana industrial revolution and agriculture in betimi aba
okay yo
apart from no betimi
yo George mama now say o second any obi betimi transform Ghana krado me ba o fama for good evening
sister feel good evening what you want to say
adom
the yankopon say amechia ni watifo nyina
no mojo
sister feel topic no dey be very interesting because I think you say we are not naturally a Dutch, say the Bisiako. The issue is also very critical, say the Wokan, because the whole issue now Ghana a percentage a womb a 10 there and so on, and Yefekura a dear time. Brony be any wa Obejama Bibini Abani Krum Abefan and Yema na Onena Chenny in this percentage why. And they are very, very bad. I think say Sanyama we no now say nka youth no yen kenkan more so na nka yenya knowledge about what is going on we no na yebetumi aka ye ho abom na yaye bibi na nka aban no asan atwe asan na chi na wadwene ho na wahu to ye pa odi ba ebeboa na Ghana for boys no we are all affiliated with political parties. We don't speak our mind. We are always independent of the German flu, our pathway. And no, and I or how now, because your sister, a percentage I mean share, I offended but we are Dibia and American is here. Almost said,
But bonnet for my because you about 10.
Me content them sister. Sanyema we no ene ho hia. Hwe. Sadie we say the youth of Ghana eti omo hu sim ti said omo call Bank of Ghana. Say Bank of Ghana di sika boa ban mana boy ho ban na party bi se enye na korenti enko edede na omo di na chi. Sadie we say amanfu to omo hu si wo krom. Say yet the Asia Montrensan ya. It is a reason to fight for. It is something important to fight for. Nobody is talking about that. When you nobody knows what the agreement say. And here say no more. That is what is really say. Some person who bibinia. A trick no fashion book. But you are so the new man also. Sadly, we about so no a check contract we want to say something new today.
No, but I feel no must sign.
Yeah,
I feel but and then 4 days no must sign.
Okay, my sister, before your man goes and sign, you have to inform yourself that you can challenge. So I deal with your and your man conquer. But Ghanaians we sit down. We do not react. We accept everything. So we want more, and a lot of people even don't really know. But point of collection of what you're talking about, sister, and yet 10%. And yet 10%. A year or 18%. And yet enough. Opa measure be the actual. I have the file here.
Yeah, they are okay.
Yeah, I don't want to lie with you. Let's
David, that's I'm okay. Mental voice and low all of a sudden. I don't know the wire too much, you know.
Majo Yantoba, just a minute. My voice will home. But you who dear Michelle.
Debbie, you where system went to necessary. I have the Reuters report here. 10%. Government assigning at the end for 15 years. Company the Ferrari DV. I've already given this information. Ferrari DV Ghana Limited. Well, Ghana company law requires it. So Ghana, you must register the company in Ghana. Although I have a full company, I might be registered.
That was the initial, the standard agreement, but a reason from 5 to 10. And now, you're projected to 13. And what you know, through the Mineral Incoming Investment Fund, MIIF, Ghana will acquire additional 6%. Until 13, 6, we will get 19%. And yet enough. And you're very bogus, but it is not 10%. From 5, and then we are 19%. It's not enough. And you're cheating. And you're bogus agreement no more. But let's call a spade a spade. Now you who say the difference that has come no significant. We are now percent. Second, Ghana you hear peace. Sister Naira, bro. Where you have Riswana? Kofi.
I'm so here for so.
So Obudin throw. They don't learn. They don't read.
Maybe a technical error.
Kofi, where reality, but they will not go and read. Here say no more than better you no more. And 90%, and you're good. But about where you're shifted from 5 to 19. So